Every other department have to
What do you mean by oversee everything?
Everybody have to answer to theme department.
Which everybody?
Every minister have to answer to him.
All right, good. So which government, who run the TAJ?
I don't know who exactly run it.
You must know the TAJ. You must know the TAJ, Cardo. Here's why. You are blaming Andrew Michael Holness for what is going on at the TAJ. And I'm trying to let you know that there's a difference between what Andrew and the executive does and what's going on at the TAJ. You must know that before you start to blame Andrew. Because the TAJ is run under a completely different thing. And those people don't report to Andrew Holness. The person who runs the TAJ, Andrew is not in boss.
Who run the TAJ? Who is the person?
Oh, you don't know?
Who is the person running the TAJ?
You're holding Andrew Holness accountable for something that have nothing to do with
Andrew Holness. He's the head.
Andrew Holness is not the head of the TAJ, Cardo.
He's the head of the government.
All right, Munchie, let me talk about SSL, because him say my
No, we can't. No, we're going to go to SSL, sister, but everything will go come in place.
But you can't tell me, say, Andrew is the head of the country. Everything lays with Andrew.
No.
You don't know.
Cardo, that is why I say you need to know how government work, Cardo. The people then that run the TAJ and run PICA, run all the government agency, those are called public servants. Public servant run under the public servant commission. Them have them whole different type of rules and law, Cardo. Them are run under a total different government. They don't report to Andrew Holness. You must know this.
Who hold them accountable for these mistakes? Who hold them accountable for this corruption then? Nobody.
Well, you say corruption. All right. For example,
is it corruption though?
No, yeah, we'll clear it up now. For example, Cardo, I agree.
Munchie, where the anti-Munchie, we need to establish that the government has no say in the Public Service Commission. That is why what they said about Dennis Strong was invalid.
All right, but we don't want. Remember, saying brain can't manage so much. We're gonna stop. We're gonna deal with the TAJ matter first.
Take him down to
basic. Thank you. Cardo. You see what is going on at the TAJ with the building not finished and we are pay tax, that must stop with the head of the TAJ first. We must hold him accountable for that first. But for some reason, you guys jump over that man and reach to Andrew. How? How no get to Andrew when Andrew don't run the day-to-day running at TAJ? How no get to Andrew when Andrew did not sign no contract with no building no way for rent? How no get to Andrew when Andrew do not do the accounting and Andrew is not the PA, is not the permanent secretary at nowhere telling that ministry? How no get to Andrew? That is why I'm saying, Cardo, look like when you go to school and the Michael man the time you never listen, you don't know how government work. It is important, Cardo, for the 2026 UPNP people learn how government work. Okay?
Not do civics, auntie.
So SSL now, or you blame Andrew for SSL now?
Because Andrew have inside trading as a prime minister, that is corruption.
Don't take you down now, Cardo.
See, they want to take me down now, because I agree with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. We should
you ask me, I'm going to tell you, I want to take me down now because when me have the evidence of, all right. And you know what I'm hearing. So, you see, we can't have the conversation without threats and take down. Because me I explain, you ask me and me I explain, this is what me think.
Cardo Mike, hold on there. Can you define insider trading?
Well, insider trading is when there is a trading going on and the people who running it tell you that something is going on that not so look right and give you the information and you are able to take your money out there. That's
question. Man. Did the Prime Minister of Jamaica, as what you just defined insider trading to be, did the Prime Minister of Jamaica get any inside information and take out any money? Sure.
Yes, he withdraw.
No, that is a lie from the pit of hell.
He withdraw hold on there. Was wired to his account that he
Stop with the disinformation. Stop with the disinformation. The Prime Minister invested in a bond. The Prime Minister invested in a bond, and the bond matured. And at the end of the maturity, the man won't get them information they from.
I mean, say
over Andre Stevens' program.
and from Mama San, from Dre Bryan.
No, but Carter Mike, you hear what I just said a while ago? What you just said is...
Quick question. Do you know what a bond is?
Yeah.
Carter Mike, you realize you just take a PNP talking point, which is a lie on the Prime Minister about taking out money and about insider trading?
So the money that was wired team account, you said the band matured. That's what you say, right?
Yes, the band matured.
I know we say that is the fact.
I did research on that. Okay,
Cardo, let me ask you a question. Do you research on this too?
Guys, hold on.
So Cardo, I'm just ask the final
take time with
question.
him. I don't know him over here.
All right, but the final question. Cardo Mike, the whole time you hear you talk about SSL, why you never call for the big neck man, the Tapanaris man, the CEO, the founder? Why you never call for that man they get investigated when that man they are criminal and thief?
I call for that man. I speak about it.
Cause you know that man they rob him family them, don't it? And rob him friend, don't?
Yep.
You're okay.
Cardo.
No, never call
So
for
did
that
the
man.
PNP, okay, so didn't the PNP put a blockage on that company? So why did
No.
Where is the evidence of that?
Donna Scott Buckley had the opportunity to shut him down and she did not. So don't do that.
Cardo,
you talk to people who know what going. Don't do that.
Cardo.
Let me ask you, Munchie, what on the darling?
Travis, no ask him one. I know one long question. Can I never answer. Cardo, could you tell me where you get the evidence from that the Prime Minister was involved in inside trade, or which part me can go read it and go do more research? While Travis talk, which report? Which report?
That they were putting out from the what you call it, the
IC?
The IC report.
Oh.
No, IC no investigate SSL. Oh Jesus, keep me near the cross.
Let me say something.
The precious
The IC report hold no such information. Hold on, Munchie. The IC report hold no such information. That is
but there's nothing in the IC about SSL.
Travi, can I say something?
IC not touch SSL.
Travi, even if the Prime with the anti-Munchie, wait, I think people
so
don't
when we can't
understand.
look for the information,
I think Cardo, listen.
Come back and
you
say
see,
the
you
wrong
must stop Cardo. You must stop make Andre Stevenson take on off your
No, call Andre Stevenson. Andre Stevenson.
If the Prime Minister even if the Prime Minister, just say the Prime Minister knew about whatever we claim say we know about, that wouldn't be insider trading. Somebody inside the SSL would be a whistleblower. Insider trading is securing securities and bonds that is not public knowledge. So if we know said this in the stock market is going to skyrocket and I buy a bond or I buy securities inside that is insider trading. If the Prime Minister knew, if the Prime Minister or the Prime Minister investor knew about fraud and he removed the Prime Minister's money, then somebody inside the SSL would be a whistleblower. So a whistleblower would have alerted the Prime Minister to remove his money. That is not insider trading. There's no legality towards that because honestly it's just a whistleblower that told the Prime Minister to remove his money. End of story.
Thank you, sister.
The only deal
Hold on. That was a hypothetical. That was a hypothetical. So, and she said, even if that was the case, there's no illegality. But here was what I'm saying to you, Cardo. Do you know what a bond is and how a bond works?
Yeah, me know.
Me gone.
So, okay, now that
tell us how a bond works. Cardo, you say you know.
Embarrassment.
Travis, no, that
Munchie, later.
Tell us how a bond works, Cardo, tell us how a bond works, please.
Travis, hold on. Now that you say that, which part Travis gone? Oh.
I'm not gone nowhere there.
Now that you say that, Travis, right? I explain something. Remember, some of what is in the news and in the media. Yeah, news media may switch things.
That which you said is not in news media. No news station.
So where that came from then?
From your bloggers that we are listening to. From the bloggers that you are listening to. That is why I asked him specifically, Travis.
So where you get this?
Could you tell us where you get this information so we can go research? That's why I asked him.
That was never a news item. That never made news.
Never.
You want them get sued? You want them get sued like Richard? Them have Richard create 10 million for pay up?
Well, on Travis. So which part? So where you get your information from? So I can go look on it.
Okay, that Gleaner. Go to the Gleaner. They released all of his financials from 1998, come straight up. Go and read it. The Gleaner released all the information, but we don't want to read it. The Gleaner released the information that he sold his taxi company for $12 million, but to know out here talk about two taxi. Two taxi can sell for $12 million.
Two taxi can't sell for $12 million. Them just blow that out of proportion. Cause me we attack and say, yeah man,
the truth is in the Gleaner report where the Gleaner released all of his financials from 98 comes straight up.
From what
And I'm saying to you, the information I'm providing you, you ask me if you get it, I mean, I tell you.
I mean, I go look for it. And then you come back and tell us, say, you're right.
Cardo. And Cardo,
you know,
please.
where he got the information was when the same lady there in the Senate, what's her name? She is the one when they had the press conference, the PMP, and they put out innuendos.
Scott McLean.
With no
innuendos and say
no
things.
Evidence.
So you know, cripple the minds of the people who did not read the Integrity Commission report. Yeah?
Right.
And of course, Gleaner was on their side and putting out certain headlines where people just grab the headline and they run with it.
I'm confused about the Gleaner, because the Gleaner switch something this day and then switch back next day.
No, they don't read the news article.
So Cardo, based on what you said at the start of the conversation, say you're upset with Andrew because it happened at the TAJ. Me just explain to you, say, TAJ don't run by Andrew Holness. The decision to rent the place without and take so long to finish the current building, we still not finished, is not on Andrew Holness.
Munchie, the ban question.
No, go to it, man. Never go to the ban question. So based on the number one thing, you said TAJ, you blame Andrew Holness for what the head of the TAJ did. And you say Andrew Holness, this which have nothing to do with Andrew Holness. You don't know how government work. You don't know how the government agencies work. You don't know who responds for the decision making of the agencies. But yes, you put Andrew Holness blame for the TAJ. Based on the fact that me tell you how it go now, are you going to go back and do your research and come back with a different
yes, we're going to.
Point?
So let me ask you something now. So in these kind of cases where these people that's one of them, who can step in to say enough is enough?
All right. In the case of the TAJ right now, when all the TAJ
Munchie, hold on. A contract sign. Don't run with it. Don't even waste your time for that. A contract sign.
I know,
it's a legal and binding agreement.
That's what I'm gonna say to you, Cardo. In the case of the TAJ, where the contract was signed and we don't move into the building yet, Andrew Holness cannot do anything about that. If we forfeit the contract, we still have to pay up the people and for the rest of the contract, and that is how law work, how government, everything work. Also, as I said before to you,
Chanel, call him.
Lock
the door and get the door, man.
As I said before to you,
so basically, Andrew can have a say to say, hey,
Andrew
this
cannot
look good.
Have a say, no mean nothing. Anybody can have a say. But we have to be based off of evidence and facts. And if there's a contract in place, Cardo, Andrew can call and say, that's where the contract and don't get any more money. Then the people will sue the government and we still have to pay. So you must blame the TAJ, wait, Philippine, you must blame the TAJ person who worked down the Cardo, who signed this contract with these people. But if those are the persons should be held accountable.
Munchie, since you said that, you explained the right way, I take back that.
Yes,
all right, so we go to SSL now.
Well. Voila. So when you're going to rent a house, it's the same thing the government has to do. So if they're going to rent a particular place, they need to rent it in advance where they can put in certain fixtures and, make the place more, accommodating for whatever they're going to put in the place. So people now go just move in at the place same time. They're going to need time to prepare the buildings, inside the bathroom, put in certain furniture.
Philippine,
is how it works.
It's just too long and too much money.
Hey, Cardo, don't have an issue with that. Cardo, issue is Philippine. You're not going to go to Philippine, you're not going to go to that. Cardo and my issue is me and the same page. The TAJ take too long to finish the building to this date, January 1st. Me go on a mega mart, the building still empty and we appear rent. That is unacceptable.
Right.
It's correct.
Right. I'm glad you explained that, Munchie. So me take back that, so me blame Andrew for that.
Andrew Holness is wrong.
Munchie.
Thank you. You don't need to explain nothing, Cardo, about Philippine.
Don't spend government money.
That is our point.
Now you explain that, me understand
that is our point.
You have to big enough, you can take back what you said. There's a mistake.
Thank you.
Me
Respect that. On the same page.
You know who spend the money? The PS, the permanent secretary spend the money. The CEOs spend the money.
Thank you. That is what you need to tell him.
Government workers who are permanently employed. They run the day-to-day affairs of the ministries and the departments and the agencies.
Exactly. That's all Cardo needs to know, Philip.
All right. So who will be holding these people accountable?
Lord Jesus. You're deaf, Cardo?
So then just get yourself to make bad decision.
Cardo, all right. Cardo, we already signed a bad contract. We have to live out the contract. So you're saying who's going to hold the TAJ head accountable?
Yeah.
Right? The day I said, don't Cardo? The TAJ head who made the bad contract and put in the predicament here. Yeah, so we're going to hold him accountable.
Yeah.
Right? No, you're talking. No, the due to the law that were put in place, I don't know if I under Michael Mandia when they put in the permanent secretary in the Constitution, sorry.
Yeah.
The permanent secretary them in the ministry Cardo. You would name permanent. It is impossible, near impossible. Right now, see the clerk at the house try move one day, and she's then Keraga court, and you're the first in the Supreme Court say they must hold the position and then enough left. It is near impossible to remove government worker from their position. Okay. So what we need
appointed, it's very hard to remove them.
So what we need, Cardo, is constitution reform. Change that in the constitution. Nobody knows if you have no permanent job.
Munchie question.
Those things need to change.
Appoint these people.
Who appoint the permanent secretary and so?
Service Commission.
Public Service Commission.
So the Public Service Commission
is run by public servants.
So the Public Service Commission, the head of the Public Service Commission, them doing a poor job then.
Poor job, and we can't move them. Impossible to move government work.
Hold on.
So I'm
a career civil servant. And if I started in the service in 19 whatever, and I started as I say secretary, and then I move up and I become senior secretary, then some administrative whatever, and then I become a manager, and then I somehow become a CEO or a permanent secretary. You can't take my job from me.
Somebody said the governor.
But what if you can't do the job?
Somebody said the governor. Can we?
But what if you have the Cardo? But so Philippian, all right, Philippian, in the case like Miss Curtis now, where BS and the accountant general report, how much discrepancy and how much accounting for things are doing and Miss Curtis, how much failure when she do. You tell me say after all of them incompetency, not by Miss Curtis only, by some of the government worker them will not where we know if you're fat now do them work Philippian. Why we can't take them job from them?
No, they have to send them go training or something.
Oh please, if you got so if you're going to replace them,
if you're going to replace them, they cannot remove their salary.
Hold on there. The water commission head honcho.
Thank you, Matt Barnett.
That has been on, I don't know what them call it, a leave.
Thank you, Travis. But we still appear.
The whole long after he has acted improperly.
Thank you, Travis.
Repeatedly. We can't fire him.
Thank you. Tell Cardo.
We have to pay because we're going to be straightforward now. We're not going to hide from
it. So we have to pay
Royal Reid under investigation in a court, and we can't. Not just that, but Jamaica College have to continue to pay his salary because he was principal at the time when he was appointed.
Thank you, Chavi.
Education Minister.
So
they recently came to a settlement. They recently came to approach a settlement to make a bargain with him. So, all right, take this amount of money so we can sever these ties and the institution don't have to continue to bleed from what is going on.
So Travis,
what she's saying is correct. We have to find a way around these things when people operate improperly in public office, and we have to continue to pay them. Is wrong.
It's wrong. It is wrong with the jail it falls on. Of course, we should not be paying incompetent public like that person at TAJ now. Back to TAJ traffic, I don't know we're not afraid. If you are gonna give if you are gonna work, we are gonna
someone says no longer on the payroll.
if you are renting a building, Travi, there's no way on earth the people of Jamaica taxpayers should be still paying for an empty building that we're not in at the empty building to this day, January 1st, 2026. That is unacceptable, Philippian. That is unacceptable. Who for head go roll for this? Who are going to get fired for this, Travi? Nobody.
Yeah.
And your card say
them continue to get the multi-million-dollar salary and benefits. Hold on. They continue to get the multi-million-dollar salary and benefits. And as HR confirmed just now, I think it's Mr. Royal Reid, he's referring to they have settled and pay him out, so the institution will continue to bleed money, paying 2 people for the 1 position. We have it at Water Commission right now. It is going
so
on at Water Commission.
Yeah, even if it remove the person out of the position, so the person is appointed
and
in the
that
position.
Is why you have
remove the person.
The Philippines. That is why we have sabotage in certain government ministries. Because guess what? You have folks in there who was hired by the previous administration. The new administration come in and can't move them, and then just sit down on them ass and do not do the job they're hired to do. Why? Because none of them friend them around the country. Jamaica people suffer because of these things.
Yes, thank you, Travis. That is what
I
we're
will
saying.
give you a perfect example.
So Travis, hold on. Travis,
let me give you an example, Cardo. Hold on, make I give you an example, Cardo. Savlamar Market, the money was granted for that thing to be rebuilt from as far back as Bruce Golding's administration. Now, administration changed. The PMP came into power. They lost power and now the Jamaica Labour Party in power. And can I tell you, they have not built that market. As a matter of fact, they never had a municipal cooperation building up until Bruce Golding time. Only parish in our country have a municipal cooperation building. And guess what? Bruce Golding administration allotted 74 million. And that money was spent, no building delivered, like a fully constructed building was delivered. It was the return of Andrew Holness and Desmond Mackenzie that had to come in and find more money to finish this building, right? And guess what they do? Slap a PMP mayor name on it, Bertel Moore building. These people are disgusting. We're not talking about things that we don't know. We are telling about things that we know for a fact, first-hand knowledge. They slapped Bertel Moore, one of the worst mayor they have ever had name on the building. And can I tell you, the market still never rebuild. Still no rebuild, even though the money was granted. And Desmond Mackenzie came back to power and said, what's going on? The municipal cooperation has been under the leadership of the PNP from before I was born. And that's why they don't do anything.
So Travis, so some of these people are appointed by the Governor General, right?
The Governor General
under the directive of the elected No, Cardo, you're not going to spin that. Cardo, you can't spin that, Pawi.
No,
yes, he was put into. Hold on, man. Yes, the Governor General gave them their appointment, but please be reminded that that is being done under the directive of the elected official.
Thank you. Governor General.
Don't play that elected hold on, man. The elected official, pick the person.
They make the recommendation. Let me give you the example. Let me put it in plain terms to you. The Prime Minister say, hey, Gigi, come and appoint Cardo as permanent secretary in the finance ministry because he's the one we've chosen to do this job. Him can't do not more than come appoint you, even though you don't have no financial background or financial education. Him can't do but appoint you.
So
basically, because you them recommend.
So the system need an overall then.
We've been saying it for years.
So
the Constitution of Jamaica needs to be revamped. That's what needs to happen. And Mark Golding stopped that process most recently. If we're going to talk about this fixing Jamaica the right way.
With your support.
If we're going to talk about fixing Jamaica the right way, the Constitution needs to be reformed. The Constitution that Jamaica exists and wasn't even drafted, meaning it wasn't written in Jamaica. That was done in the British Parliament in Downing Street. It was never done in Jamaica. That is a creature of the British Parliament, not Jamaica.
So, Cardo, based on what we say with TAJ now, you take the blame there for Andrew back, right?
Yeah, since you explained, I kind of see the logic tweet, so I take back hands.
All right, so based on what Navi and the others explained to you about the so-called insider trader, and Chavi asked what ban mean, you say, no, you never tell we. Based on that,
ban mean, I have bans. I buy government bans too.
So when you ban match, what you do?
You take out, your money comes straight to you.
So Andrew shouldn't take out for your money.
I never said.
So you're going to take back your statement to Andrew Jotty money? Because your money comes straight to you. Well, you see the double standard. You just pay to you buy bands and your money comes straight to you. But your argument is Andrew take out.
All right, okay. Why me?
You see the double negative one up here?
No, man, you nah make me talk, man. You have to tell me something. I have to still have to hold my little pint too, you know. So why I hold on to that? Because the when me and Crosby and Andrew, it was Andrew advisor at one point.
What? When?
Lie.
No, asking. Guys, just asking for the evidence. Guys, we're not picking up yourself. When was he
advisor? Then them a good friend.
No, when? Where?
Them a good friend.
Prove that.
My good friend. Me hear the man they call Andrew Prince.
Prove that, please.
Where?
Me hear the man they refer to Andrew as Prince more than one time. Them a good friend. You can't tell me them a good friend.
Prove that.
All of them a good friend. All of them politician and a good friend.
Prove that.
Remember,
well, that's my opinion based on when we work with them and all of them are friends.
All right, hold on. Watch this now. Cardo. So now that
PNP talking, me I tell them my experience. They are friends. I'm a feel like friends. Tell friends we are going.
Hear me for a second, Cardo. Hear me now for a second. You see, like what Andrew, good friend, Mr. Crosby, and that is a conflict of interest. Well, Ranif Lawrence should not work at the IC because we not spell Dr. Dayton Campbell tell Jamaica. See, I feel him best friend this from college and he was best man at his wedding. We don't make up this. Dayton post it. So, Ranif, you need to call for Ranif Lawrence to be removed from the IC.
Well, we are good friend. Them not supposed to deal in a business of conflict of interest.
All right, Cardo.
Me go against.
Cardo, it is important that we don't allow you to come on a JLP platform and spread narrative and tell lie on our Prime Minister. So it's when you open back your mic, it's if you can't tell me where and when did Mr. Krasky advise Andrew Holness and where and when Andrew said, Mr. Krasky and best friend or Krasky and best friend, don't repeat that over here because I'm not play about my Prime Minister. If you cannot tell me where and when I make traffic go look it up on the computer, do not repeat that. When you turn on back your mic, I don't want your opinion over here. I don't bring you over here for your opinion. I bring you over here for your facts. And if anything you're gonna say with the opinion, you must say based on this evidence. So if you don't have any evidence of Mr. Yul Krasky advising the Prime Minister, and you don't have any evidence of the Prime Minister and Yul Krasky being friends, do not open up your mic back again and say that again. I'm not playing around because you're tell no lie, Pama, going on the PNP up here. So do not come up here and tell any lies on the Prime Minister. All right,
I want to speak on corruption a little because
wait, Philippian, wait. Because you waste the time and speak on corruption with PNP because they don't care about corruption. You can open up your mic when you're ready, but let me tell you, now come up here, come talk about your opinion and your mind tell you nothing. Your mind not tell you nothing. Facts. So based on what we are saying about SSL now, let me ask you a question. I'm sure you don't know the answer, but more ask you still. Which body of government monitor the SSL and the stocks and securities and all those type of financial entity in Jamaica? Which body monitor them?
The BOJ, the body and the
Jesus
BOJ.
Jesus Christ of Nazareth.
The BOJ, no.
Wait.
The BOJ regulate the banking system.
Well,
the BOJ regulate the banking system.
Let me just.
It's not BOJ regulate the banking system.
No.
Let me just ask you.
You know what FSC mean? Do you know what the acronym FSC mean?
The financial institution is sitting another.
No, Financial Services Commission or Financial Services
So
Commission.
is it them underneath the Bank of Jamaica?
No.
SSL the brokerage house.
If they under no, I think it was Dr. Clark who put them there.
They are independent body. Two things, Cardo. FSC is an independent body. Stocks and Securities Limited is a brokerage house. It's not a bank.
Yeah, me know. But didn't they place them? May I ask something? Didn't they place them on the Bank of Jamaica?
Dr. Clark, no.
Bank of
yes,
Jamaica
Philippine.
is the Central Bank of Jamaica.
I know that Philippine, when after what happened with the FSC, Dr. Clark did come out and say, they must set up a body where I think it's going to head by the BOJ people them and we're going to drop FSC under it now. But before that, FSC stand alone. But listen to me now, Cardo. Stick to the point of SSL with the pan. So we add with the people them, Philippine and Travi them, just inform you that the FSC was supposed to regulate the SSL, which is a private company.
And guess what? Well, I know Donna Scott Motley was a part of that institution.
We never get to that, Travi.
When the report and whistleblower and
never
SSL
get to that,
was sent
Travi. But Travi, remember, it's a teaching moment, I'm not know. So, Cardo, based on what we just tell you, say, FSC was supposed to regulate SSL. Do you know when was SSL started? When you know when SSL started, Cardo, you know? If you don't know, just say don't know, somebody will tell you. Do you know when SSL was started?
SSL, I don't remember the whole history. I know say SSL, the name changed over from one of them big man that did own one of them company. I mean, if a part
yeah, and they go to SSL. What year?
I don't remember the year and all them.
All right, fine.
Switch over.
All right. Okay, fine.
So the big man really will really be responsible still. Nobody call him name in the
No, we're not. Cardo, we're not here, unlike you guys. We're not here to accuse anyone without facts. We don't come up and around the mouth for people so we work our thing on facts. So SSL was founded, somebody say, in 1973. All right, fine. SSL supposed to be regulated by the FSC. You know how many head of FSC was there before 2023? You know, you have any idea how much people on the FSC?
No, I mean, about that number.
Just to know that. All right, fine. Next thing now, based on the liquor evidence we see come out, do you know how long this scam was going on at SSL?
More than a decade.
Thank you very much. So, if this scam was going on more than a decade, based on what you just said, and it was the duty of the FSC to regulate this place, and make sure that the accounts are in order and they not scam people money. Why are you only putting the blame on Andrew Michael Holness? Explain.
Me have to be careful when I explain that, because you just block me because me tell you say this is my...
No. This is not about Andrew.
Yeah, but you ask me why me blaming.
No, this is not about Andrew. If according to what you just said, this scam has been going on for a decade. Where was the previous FSC head?
It was
the regulator, you know?
Yeah.
Why weren't they doing their jobs?
Well, didn't they put some, may I ask you, didn't they put, because that's what I see now on report, when I see, I don't know how true the report is. They were not under with Peter Phillips and put some regulation on SSL.
In what year?
They did not.
In what
remember
year?
the year and all them things. But see me take it back to Peter Phillips' time.
All right, so take it back to Peter Phillips.
So didn't they put
I want to correct you. Because remember when this is a platform that can't run.
Yeah, so that's why I ask my question, but you can't whenever.
If you take it back to Peter Phillips, it must have been between 2013 and 2015 because Peter Phillips reigned under Portia.
So listen, I come out and tell you exactly why I mean the which part me there, you know.
All right, so me understand, you know. So your issue, even though SSL have been corrupt from decades ago, you are gonna give them the FSC and then the government a pass, and we're gonna pick up the conversation at 2013 based on where you want to, right?
No, me not give them a pass.
2016.
Me not giving them a pass.
Pick it up on.
Yeah, you want to pick up the conversation at 2013.
Munchie, you still have to understand how me operate. Or me operate. What I look at is Munchie. I don't know if you want to call it dictatorship or whatever. You see me see things in our light as enough people now agree, but Trump go about some things, my brain function that way there. So enough things will happen. I go late for Andrew, because I feel like if you just step up and step in and say that for stop and just it me not care. I just say me look on it.
Let me give you a narrative now.
Step in and say what for stop.
If you build a house, you see, where you start from?
You start from the foundation.
So why don't you want to start from the foundation as it relates to the SSL? We want to reach the
every time the government change, the man will hold the leadership role as the head of the government, him run things.
No, but SSL don't change. The corruption don't change. Every time the government change, the corruption in SSL continues.
Yeah.
So my argument to you is this. Why nobody else never pick it up? Because remember, we start from the foundation, you know. Why no other government or no other FSC head did not pick up this corruption from decades ago? Why are you putting everything on Andrew Michael Owens when this corruption started decades ago? Because if they were doing their job, Cardo, if the other FSC heads were doing their job decade ago, it will not get to 2013. Agree?
Agree.
So why can't you go back to there?
Munchie. So what may I say, Munchie? You see, yes, you have to understand in a Munchie. The belief when me have into Andrew before Andrew step into this. Munchie, but you're not trying to believe what me say.
You're not gaslight me. You're not gaslight me.
No.
I have no belief in a man. I have a belief in God.
Listen, Munchie, something may believe in a man. Some things a man may believe in upon it. When Andrew say I come into power and I bring the change and I cut down everything, that's where my support come from Andrew. When me not get, when him tell me how happen and me not see it happen, I get disappointed. So anything that happen, me blame him.
All right, here's
where I say, hold on. Here's where I say that I call this man's bullshit. When you say that, see what Andrew promised is happening is absolute garbage. He promised, one of the main thing he promises to improve security in this country. He promised to attack unemployment and poverty, which he has did. He promised to grow Jamaica's economy, and he has done so. What he promised you, may I ask you specifically?
The corruption.
All right, I'm gonna touch that. Hold on, let me address that now. Let me address that.
Hello.
Let me address that.
The perception of
Transparency International is the international body that measures corruption in each country. They have awarded this administration, or Jamaica, under this administration, its highest score ever in the history of Jamaica. So you're still wrong right there.
Trevi, when it's high, it means it's good. So the perception index is 44. If you go on Transparency International, you will see that previous PMP administration, the perception transparency corruption index was, I think, 33. Now it is at 44. A higher number means it's better, right?
Cardo.
And there's less corruption now. But what I realize is that when they're measuring corruption, it's not just the 63 members of parliament, it's the entire country. So if you are buy a license, if you are carrying contraband in a prison, if you are bribe police, all of those are corruption, right? But we don't look at that. We see ourselves as saints.
Philippians, let me tell this brother here, that under PNP, international organizations refuse to sell the Jamaica Constabulary Force arms and ammunition because of the corruption level that exists in this country at that time. Right now,
Andrew run on the campaign that he's going to fix it.
Hold on. Right now.
You don't see nobody go to jail yet, man. Nobody go to jail.
So when you talk, listen, hold on. Right now, this Jamaica Constabulary Force, the brand new one where Andrew has delivered to Jamaica, is the flagship police force of the entire Caribbean. We have police chiefs and security ministers coming in from every country to have training, seminars, lectures from our police force. They come to see the technology that we have adapted. They come to see the technology that we have adapted and our strategies to take back to their country. As a matter of fact, Mr. Bailey, who wasn't top cop in Jamaica, is now top cop in a different Caribbean country. Do you understand what I just say? He never made it to the highest office in the JCF, right?
And why
he
is
went
that?
Nearby, but a different country have to take him and hire him and give him their top office.
He was deputy.
Because the police, because the JCF, because the JCF is a model for the entire Caribbean, and the level of expertise being carried out by the administrators in this force is needed in other Caribbean islands.
Brother Cardo, back to SSL. Cause me tell Travis them now realize say man tell him the same brain is like chump. So all I want to tell him not register because so chump stay so Cardo say so stay. Cardo. Based on the fact that me just tell you say the FSC did supposed to regulate SSLSA. What you think, Andrew? How you turn around now and blame Andrew for what going on SSL?
A private institution. I mean, frauds happen at NCB. People at NCB fraud me. We don't have a perfect banking system. People of Sagicora do fraud. People all over, even in America, they might do fraud. But you have the persons in institution who, see to certain things being regulated. The Prime Minister is not a dictator.
No, that's what I asked him. I'm going to explain, Philippian. Cardo. So, due to the fact that me just tell you, say the FSC was supposed to regulate SSL from the inception of FSC. And FSC have a head that I get millions of dollars, and then job is to make sure they regulate these companies, make sure so them not rob people, investors, and make sure them accounting up to the standard. These people are independent people, and they're not being paid by the people of Jamaica, but they're entrusted by the people of Jamaica. How you come about now when I blame Andrew Holness for SSL? Go on now.
So what I'm saying, right, as a Prime Minister, him can set up a body that just go independently with the government, investigate, and hold these people accountable. Because I just feel like you are the Prime Minister, you is the head of everything.
Cardo, stop.
It's already there.
Cardo, stop. Investigate what?
The frauds that arise before you investigate. NCB and all of them, the fraud that will take place.
Ah, Jesus. Cardo,
there's a body called the Financial Service Commission.
So them them job then. So that's how we ask.
And there's also the Financial Investigative Division.
I just told
the
you.
Constabulary Financial Unit. Why you want the Prime Minister to take over everything?
Cardo, I just told you that we have the body that is there to do to regulate and make sure everything around good was the FSC. Right? It is the job of the FSC to do what I stay to SSL. Nobody go to the bank where your brain can't manage too much things, right? And me just tell us that the FSC job was supposed to regulate and make sure no corruption no go on there. So don't you think the best person to start the number one blame pan is the FSC? Yes or no?
If the FSC not doing them job, then you think the Prime Minister
we can't agree on that. Cardo. Come on, man, Cardo. Stop with this semantics,
FSC is supposed to do them job, but if them not doing them job...
Stop. Thank you. We agree on that. Between 20, you want to, because as you say, want to go back to the years of the decade. You say a decade of corruption are going in a SSL, So shouldn't you be asking where was the FSC during this decade of corruption at SSL? Yes or no?
Yes.
So why aren't you saying that? You reach to Andrew. Should you hold the people that get accountable first?
But that's why I ask the question, who is going to hold them accountable? So since the Prime Minister is the head of the country, he can't set up a different body.
Not even you not hold them accountable. You have to about Andrew.
Me hold them accountable, but who in government, me can't hold them accountable to certain level and say, yeah, who's responsible for this, but who's going to take action against them?
All right, thank you for saying that. When the Usain Bolt SSL saga come to light in 2023, what did the Minister of Finance did to the head of the FSC? You know? I'm going to tell you.
No, I don't know.
Or Travis tell him.
Question, Munchie?
When the Usain Bolt saga bust out and the minister find out, what did Dr. Clark did to the head of the FSC?
Oh, they're carrying I think he was changed, yes.
Thank you very much.
Yes, he was changed. So I know that man. I know
that is my point. That is my point, Philippian. He's saying that nothing not do when they find about the corruption. That is false. Because the first time when the Usain Bolt thing come to light, Dr. Clark got rid of the head of the FSC. So what kind of mean that we now do not want to find out? That is false.
Okay, so we're at reach now.
So how can
you didn't know that FSC? Nigel Clark calling persons from the UK and the US to investigate this major fraud case? Like their international bodies saying. What did you say?
I heard they said nobody didn't really come.
Why if it's a result right now? If leave a Jamaican agency alone at work, if leave a local at work, the foreigners they are to the case so they reach right now and arrest them people as recently we get bail.
It wasn't the Jamaicans body who did that?
Who did the crowd report? Wait, no? We don't have to argue with him, no. Because I might get information from the PNP. So sometimes I don't know, don't beat him. I realize that no with him.
I not get no information from him. I'm read when I see Jamaica being I'm going to go back GIS.
I apologize, Cardo.
With that said, where did you read that no one came in? Hold on, Munchie. No, Munchie. You have to take him at his word. With that said,
I think the people who are, I don't try to
where did you hold on? No. Hold on. Where did you read that no international investigators were called in? That's what I'm going to ask you.
Jamaica Gleaner.
Tell us the data.
Jamaica Gleaner said one more.
Wait. Tell me the date of the article or the title of the article because I'm going to pull it up.
I don't have the date and time. Pull it up if you can, please. I don't have a date and a time.
A whole day you go look for that, Travis. Cannot no go so. As much as the
Jamaica body who investigate this.
Cardo, have you ever heard about the Kroll report? Yes or no?
Me hear them talk about it, but I never pay much attention.
Who then said? Alright, who then said do it that report? Who then said did that report?
Me hear them talk about it. I don't know who them said do it. That no Mocha or one of them departments.
So, Cardo, so you tell me you come on a platform and you don't know no facts? Isn't that embarrassing?
No, I tell you what me see and what me feel, you know, me just feel like say Andrew a government, him at the head, and him can hold them, him can put things in place to hold them accountable.
Cardo, I know what you see and what you know, and the facts.
Things you want Andrew. You want Andrew to personally handle.
Government work, brethren. There was no government work. That's a problem. You don't know government work, brother.
You want Andrew to be a dictator? We run the thing with the iron.
You want Andrew to handle everything we are going in the country.
No, when something happens bad, he must step in.
Wait, Madam Speaker, can I say something? I'm on this platform a good while now. And every question you ask, Cardo, he don't know. He don't know. He's like a student. You give an exam.
That's why I come ask questions. I come ask me just say what me say. I ask questions. So no good thing that.
How you're operating is like you know everything and you don't know nothing.
No, Munchie. Now most of it ask Munchie.
You want a different comrade. You want down them.
Cardo.
Hold on. Let me say something. Please, Anton. Can I say something? This man come up here and talking about corruption. You don't have any proof of no corruption about this government or Andrew Wallace personally. None.
No evidence.
Are you saying corruption or other PNP saying corruption, saying it every day and don't make it a bit true?
Crummers when me I try pin him down now to the specific corruption. You know, can you even know who regulate FSC?
Munchie, but you see, me said to you, say Munchie, me ask a question on certain things. You see, people where disrespect and talk about say Andrea Stephen have hood in my mouth. I'm telling you, so suck your big.
No, don't look at the
guys.
Comments. Don't look at the comments.
Please don't mash up my program. There from money, make it ready for me.
Comment section. I'm like have the conversation that's gonna come off long time. Go cook me dinner for me. Comment section.
Comment section and do not.
And we can answer the questions. I don't mind people asking questions.
Cardo.
I research.
Travis have some good details. I mean, like the conversation. So I stay up and I go personal. I go personal ask the questions.
Cardo, you know what is unfair? Is that you do not have answers to our questions.
No,
we have to provide answers all over the place.
Travis, you can't say unfair. That's why I say Travis. Me ask you the question. And when Munchie, when you put in the question, me not agree and say Munchie, me take back that. What else you know want?
But you're not, but the
SSL question. We have a dialogue, right?
But Cardo, the SSL things are puzzle with CMU.
Yeah, and that's why I'm going to ask you.
We are saying to you,
now, and me going to say, okay, me walk back that. That's what the conversation
we don't agree
is.
We don't agree, Cardo.
We never come up here and say, yeah, me have the information. And I don't know how I feel about things. I want to explain. And I say, yeah, that's what a discussion is. So when some look at idiot come and talk about, say, hood in a mouth, you can't see me in a real life and tell me that.
Cardo, stop repeating that and stop entertaining that nonsense.
Yeah, I didn't even see it.
We want to go back.
Them see me in the street all the while. I know them not step to me. Them step to me because I ever have a
all right, Cardo, we not step to you, bad man. You're right, you're a bad man.
Your man, East Kingston, me come from.
Travi, we want to go back
some
to...
boy, man, a $500 me pay and get some of them out.
Cardo, man, what you
have come off of this, man. I'm not going to make some boy come this
Cardo,
put in a mouth and all that.
But we already said we don't denounce it, Cardo. We don't support it.
You had enough of the conversation.
No, we don't support it. Enjoy it. I enjoy all of the conversation with Uno.
But you're diving into one comment. You're diving into one comment.
Send me and I'm mad and all them things.
Listen. No, Cardo. Let's go one comment. You said your piece. Can we move on?
Yeah,
and we do not support
keep asking nothing. And Uno go correct me. And Uno go put on evidence. The fact that Mrs. Travis and Munchie have them detail. I like the conversation. But me not take no disrespect from some boy. Because some boy or some girl can't disrespect me. If you give me your address, you house the pan flames before the day done.
All right, Cardo. We don't want to play some flames.
We are going to move on.
We are going to move on, Cardo. And Travi, we don't want to play some flames.
Guys, we are going to move on. We are going to move on.
Guys, we don't want to play some flames.
Moderator, mute all the mics. I'm going to mute mine. Moderator, mute all the mics so we can hear from the host the direction that we are going into.
Cardo, we don't want the place on flames. So on behalf of the entire panel and me as the host, I want to apologize to you for what the person in the comment section said. It was disrespectful, it was unwarranted, and I do not support it. So I just want to let you know that I do not support that comment, and I, as much as me face Jamaica's comrade, I don't speak like that. Everybody know that. So I apologize. That was very disrespectful, and the person in the comment section, please stop disrespecting Cardo because you know they are disrespect we. Him one of the comrade them who is here and he come to him. No, you see problem. Me tell you what me like with Cardo, guys. I don't know me not rather with comrade them. Him admit if him not know something.
Right.
You see people like Caution. People like you, Richard, and then one day, and people like Noel, they don't admit that they don't know anything. Them go like they know everything in the world when people point out to them.
Listen, Caution black me a fine platform because I ask him a valid question about Andrew and him black me. Just like me over here, so I ask you things, and wherever I correct me pan, me I go agree with you no. So that's a good conversation.
Once Cardo know him not say no. Once he know him not, he may agree.
William and Philip and you, no, I conduct it. I said, let me jump in here, so I make me ear. Me go say, when me I say, who no go correct me, because me no know.
And even though he will say, he will support the PNP and he will leave PNP, he admits say he no know. He admits say he no know.
That's me can't listen to who no go give to me.
But guys, remember, other PNP are here on the For You page and them are listening, though they not comment. So even though Cardo, now we can't switch him. He say no come vote in 2025, so that's a good thing. The one in the comment section when they're brave enough for company platform, we want to also let them know that the FSC Travi, the FSC was supposed to be regulating SSL. We can't move from the FSC and reach to Andrew. It is unfair. It is unfair to hold Andrew accountable for SSL before we get to the FSC. It is unfair.
SSC was created after what happened in the 90s. Yes, the financial calamity that happened in the 90s. So the FSC came about to prevent this very action. And
thank you, Travi.
Drop the ball on.
Thank you.
And here we are trying to blame Andrew. It is rubbish. Because this fraud has been going on from way before he became prime minister.
I know that you have a valid conversation with somebody, I come on a group, you say, on JLP, right? I come on Caution black me, because some things I ask people, I don't care to me say I support PNP, I ask some.
Oh, God.
No PNP black me because I ask them the valid question. Me not two-faced, you know. I ask a question. If you say something, I ask it. Enough PNP black me too because me ask a question and feel like say, oh, may I give Andrew credit? No, wherever I see credit and you can explain to me, I go grant it. I'm not fool, I'm not idiot. Not you see me I say certain things and I ask you certain things. I want to give me the information. I want to hear what I say. If me never respect that, I go about it. Would be up here, would you know? We would never be up here with you. We're having a good conversation and I appreciate it. And I appreciate some of the knowledge you're putting out. Not saying everything I believe you want to say. And
we're not asking for you to believe. Go research.
You understand? And that's why I tell you, me there have a conversation with you. I'm not enlightened me on some things. So isn't that's educational. You have a knowledge, information on something, and you know grant it. Should I be dumb enough that I can't take full information?
Comment section. Come on, man. Come on, comment section. Munchie, when you say you want to go back to topic now, that we are dealing with, Munchie.
Yeah, I mean, as it relates to the FSC and what even happened in the meltdown in the 90s, it really make you feel afraid as an investor, because if you go lose all of your money and all of that, you're not gonna trust the system. So the conversation we're having here is to help everybody. You understand, people? So let's be respectful and have it. Yes, they can continue traveling with the financial meltdown in the 90s, right? Which led to FinSac. So that happened, right? And then afterwards, you still have SSL come and happen. That it kind of make you feel, shaky. But
I understand everybody is not going to agree with me and say, yo, me they done to my belief or me see things. Me feel like from your head, if you grab some people and hold them accountable, I feel like you have that power. So that's what me there. Una say me wrong and me understand that. Me understand say there is bodies that govern things and things. You understand? Me understand the Prime Minister can walk over the governor office and drape him up and all them things. Me understand that. But that's how me feel about things. Like, that's how me...
You be a sponsor, you feel like you should hold them accountable. What is the action specifically you'd like to see him do?
But I like to have them in a jail and them assets get taken away.
Hold on there. And that's how you put people in a jail. People have rights, brother.
Exactly.
And
if we do that,
hold on. Do you know that every single accused is innocent until proven?
Yes, even in
beyond a reasonable doubt.
Even in courthouse, it is called an allegation. And when the judge find and say, yeah, you're guilty, that's when you've been found. You're
thrown in jail.
That's
how one can be thrown in prison. You can't just grab somebody and throw them in a prison.
Yeah, but me I say like
can't do that. Because I use same one, I go say, oh, you fight down the person and you never get the person a chance, and they might fight don't get to you.
That right, but Caro, hold on, Philippine. You see that right, which I mentioned just now, that every single accused is innocent until proven guilty. Just take people and throw them in jail. That right is not just for these improper individuals that we are arguing about now. That right is afforded to you too and your family, because you wouldn't want to go to Jamaica even as a visitor and somebody just accuse you or assume that you commit a crime and throw you into jail.
No, but
you also want the right to due process.
Yeah, but is it there when them do an investigation? So say to me all these.
But I'm saying to you, I'm saying to you, brother, I'm saying to you, every single person has the right to due process. Everybody have the right to due process. Unfortunately, it costs us money and it is lengthy and it stops us progressing at a quicker pace, but everybody has the right to due process. Everybody.
Cardo, you know about the cryptocurrency?
When Mrs. Safari, everybody just they are drug along.
No man, you have only for people charged. Yeah, you have only for people who get charged.
Cardo, you see problem with you? You're widening it, no, because you can't back up with your
No, never come on.
You're widening your neck, no, because
I never said the government have anything to do with SSL. I said I would rather Andrew have a body in an office that when this go down, him could activate that body.
Okay, so you see, you think Andrew should have a body for financial crimes, situation that happen in the health sector, the education sector, the police force, the tax department, the everywhere Andrew should
report to him back and
micromanage.
Well, if you want to call it micromanage, then
I know so good because you have the delegate. That's why you have people in charge.
I understand everything. I understand how it functions, but that's just me.
No, that is flawed.
Because I feel like the people are getting too much.
That would be corruption.
Carter, you said that you
one
upset with Andrew Olness.
And I said, him want a particular area for run.
Carter, you say upset with Andrew Olness because you say, one, what happened at the TAJ, you're the blaming for that. Two, you say SSL. And when Travi asked you to elaborate, you said because Andrew pulling money out and inside trader and blah, blah, blah. When Navi explained to you that's not inside trader because it was no secret thing did go on and then they benefit from it, like what go on at the American Congress where them have worked for inside trader with Nancy Pelosi and all of them because of them set the rules and them make money off it. That wasn't inside trader. Navi was very perfect by saying that was not it. Fine. Then you move now and say no.
Yeah, but didn't when you correct me, I accept the correction?
Yes. And then you move now and you say, you still want to blame Andrew because you say Andrew should have a specific body. Even though I explain to you that we have a private body called the FSC that's supposed to be regulating the SSL and then drop the ball and then disappoint the country and then mess up. And you, I don't know if you admit now, say FSC fuck up, but just still tell Andrew say he must set up another body, another set of people to do the work what FSC is supposed to be doing. That don't make no sense. No, the next argument now, what is the third thing we are upset with Andrew for now? Can remember you say it was an Andrew supporter, I know, and you're done with him because you say 1 TAJ, 2 SSL, we clear up that. You have any more you vex with him for?
No, I mean, I have not more vex with him for.
Oh, so all right. So now that you know some of the facts, you can go do the rest. I hope you go up on the PNP platform, you ask them for evidence and facts and ask them for give you the information like how we are give you it. No, that's all we ask of you because we know we can't turn no. But that's all we ask of is to when you having the conversation, just ask for evidence and ask for proof and ask for people to explain. Because I just explained to you that the FSC
I understand your Munchie.
Have nothing to do with Andrew Wellness.
But so basically,
Madam Speaker, he must bring his evidence to back up his argument too.
No, I mean, I have to bring no evidence. What I'm saying, this is what I would like to see because the people them who supposed to run it, them seems like them just get off easily.
They don't, because the moment Dr. Clark found out about the Usain Bolt thing, Dr. Clark got rid of the head of the FSC. Not only did he do that, he put them under the BOJ now, so the BOJ are going to regulate these businesses now, and it's supposed to be better. So do not say the government did not do anything. Dr. Clark did something.
Cardo, your PNP is one of the biggest corruption. And hey, and I would never tell a Kimberly however you want name, like would I never tell her say a lie, you tell a lie. I would never. Like, you don't understand me. I not sit with no politician. I not sit up no political lie.
I think Cardo is not informed because of the platform that he goes on. That's why waste my time and get into the talking points with him. Me just point out the thing to him and say, Cardo.
No, this person has said Philip Palwell and them like them want me to agree to say.
Again, it's not like that, guys. Him just don't know because as it relates to TAJ, me know say me and Cardo on the same page. We're flipping mad about what going on at TAJ. But what we want is the public servants to be held accountable for what them do wrong and not the Prime Minister. Not the Prime Minister, because them get good pay. They are being paid handsomely by the people of Jamaica. They must do them work. What going Squitty, Happy New Year. They must do them work.
Happy New Year, families.
Happy New Year.
Squitty the topic this morning before me left. Guys, I forgot we are Saint Anne for me New Year's dinner, I know. But guys, before me leave, the Squitty, the argument is Squitty. The people them down at the Petersfield High School. And that's how we start from now. That's how we are going to end.
Yeah.
At time for them come out of the school.
All right. First, I must say Happy New Year to all of the family. Them MunchieB, big up yourself for the great work for right through the year last year. Seeing real warrior. One Queen, Pierre Gallery, Trav, Philippian, Cuban Boss, and this PMP brother here. Seeing I go like kind of PMP undercover compound thing. Watch yourself in a yacht. All right. You sit down at Westmoreland now with them people, eh? Them people, if I mean like the government, we just put them in one tent somewhere in some bush,
Thank you,
and just let the people them go to school because our youth we say first, We put the kids first. And them want to go president in the school. They feel fuck out of the school, man. We not support that. We want them going to put some tent in some bush and make them go and stay over there.
Since they don't want to work and don't want to get up.
Yeah, them don't want to live up out of the school, but they pay them go to school.
Because them can't get material to build them property, don't. The government offered them material.
Philippian, they don't go upon them property. They don't go upon them property. I'll know we know Philippian. because the PNP telling say brand new house a come government send gang buy 5,000 houses, container houses, and I hit them down their weight pan. The container house
them.
them.
Me go secure the piece of land when me did depend.
When the house come, them a collect then things. Me tell you what the PNP thinking of Squitty. Then things so when the house them come, Andrew I go say, all right, 100 the year, so 100 get house, the 100 house there, we go put on your son. That's what they think. That's what they think.
Them feel
so
say
they don't want to move a
government
muscle.
and Andrew run. Them feel Andrew government run.
Yes. That is why they don't want to come out of the school.
Big blessings, happy new year to you too, Squitty. I wonder if they know. If they know so that the old and Shettina go be front of the line. They realize that?
Yes, the vulnerable, the most vulnerable in Westmoreland and St. Elizabeth. And I don't think the people in St. Elizabeth is as badly affected like Westmoreland, because they know Westmoreland had a lot of board houses. Right?
Big up, Happy New Year, Munchie. Big up on yourself.
Happy New Year, Skyfall.
What's going on? What going?
Petersfield High School, Skyfall. Petersfield High School, go on.
So me did want ask the brother some questions still, but for Petersfield, me think.
Hold on there, Skyfall. Hold on there.
Yeah.
Gallery, can you mute your mic, please? Yeah, go ahead now, Skyfall.
Me not understand why the people in my fight against the youths them for go school, As we Squitty rightly say, the youths them supposed to be our priority in our generation. The next generation, them supposed to, we can't grow up people dunce. We can't reason with logics. So any learning time, we must give them. We must give them the learning time. So if it means say, when you just come out of the school and make school start. You understand what I say? Me not understand this. This is heartbreaking, It's really heartbreaking.
It is Skyfall.
The last generation dunce. And them want to make the next generation dunce too. Come on, man. Jamaica need to go forward now, man. Honestly, it break my heart. I'm not lying. It really break my heart. Go ahead, sir.
All the thoughts, sir. The money where them collect from them donation, where them use Jamaica, see, and they use Jamaica as some little skittle, a collect money, and a false pretense. They pay billions with them collect. Why them don't use it and go support them supporters? Build something for them to take them out of the school. Them hide off the money.
Squitty.
Nobody can say 30 billion US for them collect there. See?
That's a very important question.
Government to make fitness stay in school and kids to go learn.
Very important question. I want to ask you know if anybody was supposed to regulate these things, like the charity commission and them something there?
Regulate which, no, man, because the PNP
like
is a private. No, because the PNP is not government agency, so they can't do anything they want to do. Nobody not regulate them, but we can name them and shame them. And as next week, come here, call Cliff Hughes and ask Cliff Hughes to ask the PNP how much money they collecting on behalf of the people of Jamaica and what is it being spent on. I'm gonna call the radio station and find out because government can't ask them. I'm gonna ask Cliff Hughes to ask them.
Same
and they must come out of the school.
Money where government collect. And I talk about this now though. We phone the money they want to collect.
But according to them own supporters, is that Mark Golding don't obligate to tell no.
But that
about the money.
Right. That's not right.
That's why they're collecting the money under the pretense that they're going to help Hurricane Melissa victims.
Yeah,
exactly.
That's what they did.
I use
so out of respect, I'm supposed to tell you. I'm supposed to tell you what I use your money for.
And they did not.
That's not right.
Yeah,
but Philippian, the port is supposed to be public so we can go up and say how much money they get so far.
Yeah, but they shouldn't have even put out any website of their own. What they should have done was to share the government's website. Remember, it's the PNP asking to be a part of the bill back process. They've continuously asked yet they don't demonstrate that they want to be a part of the rebuilding process. You did not repost the government's website. You made your own and you asked person to contribute to your own financial whatever you set up, right? So that is spreading disunity.
All right, so hold on.
Spreading confusion too.
Hold on, break it down. Me I say, you see? All right, Mark Golden, them. So you say about the poor, right? Example, then get $50 million, right? Say Jamaican, right? The container house them, the normal 2-bedroom house, not China, of like about $4,500 or $5,000, right? They are the government. If them they order some of them housing there, I even say, all right, we order 10 or 15 for most of our vulnerable people in the Westmoreland. That's not better more than them at least. They don't know, they don't do nothing at all for the people. Nothing.
When I say Cuban, the man should have show something.
Talk
about it. When them collect, brother, and what them use it to do, when them assist them constituency.
I'm with you 100. Squitty, I'm with you 100% because these are the people who run up and down all over Jamaica for the past 5 years talking about transparency, talking about accountability.
Yes,
these are the folks they call them say Mr. Mark Golden is Mr. Integrity. Where is the integrity where this is concerned?
Yes, sir.
You're right, Travi, 100% right. Yeah, this is a lot of unanswered questions we need to answer about the collection.
But you can't ask Cardo because Cardo don't know. Cardo say him never know about the money and him go do research and come back.
Cardo, I'm going
to ask Cardo a question. Me want ask Cardo.
In there, man, in there. Cardo there.
You there?
Yeah.
Yeah, in there.
Yeah. I want to ask you a few questions. Just for
the corruption.
No, me not attack him. I come in peace. But we can easily go war. But we not go this so. But me have a few questions. I want to ask you. You know the role of the Prime Minister? That's one. And two, you know the difference why the Prime Minister can't operate in the same way as Donald Trump? And the next question is, do you know the role? You say you know the different segments of government. But
it is no Skyfall, it just come. You don't know nothing. All the questions, they're hard questions.
Munchie got through it already and we agree on say so.
You don't know them.
Listen up.
Munchie.
Skyfall.
Listen, me not.
You don't know them.
Okay, so me too tough. Okay. All right. So me help you a little bit then, Cardo.
Munchie explain certain things. And ask her, say, yeah, I agree.
He admits Skyfall say him never know and he don't know how government work and he don't know say Andrew only believe everything. Never said your PNP platform is don't call no Squitty. 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 You know why me get Cardo Grace Skyfall even though if him a liar or not? Because when you listen to the PNP platform in Squitty, they don't teach nothing. All they talk about is Andrew, corruption, and to teach SSL money. Yeah, they don't teach anything.
So you give him some schooling.
Come here, give him some grace because him maybe know when him a pitney, but he left Jamaica a long time and to hear about the corruption. Come and ask him where is the corruption in the SSL
where's
as it is to Andrew.
Where's the evidence?
So is that humble PNP?
Well, him is Michael man the
PNP. Him seem receptive.
All right. We can work with him then.
I don't consider myself.
Yeah, man, him can't work.
I don't consider myself a JLP. Yes, I may line myself for the People's National Party, but that don't say if when a JLP do something, are going to come over here and highlight certain things. That's the truth. I am going to beat to the down and talk negative against it. I am going to ask if I don't know, and if you correct, I don't stand corrected. Me not dumb and stupid.
Fun and joke aside, Cardo. May I ask you a serious question now? Big and serious. One way you can answer. Would you, in all consciousness, look for Mark Golden and say you prefer him for run Jamaica? Be honest. Look on him. Compare him to Prime Minister Holness. Look on the two of them.
Can I answer that square and clear?
Yeah. It's a question.
First to begin. Never pick my words careful because I don't want to stay. First of all, I never co-signed Mark Golden to be Prime Minister of Jamaica. First to begin, I don't feel comfortable with a black nation with a white Prime Minister over them. So that's where me stand. Call me anything you don't want to call me. That's where me stand.
But you fight down Andrew Holness though.
Yes, me fight down Andrew. Remember, when Andrew just started to run, I did give him my support. What as I explained myself to you already,
What I don't like, as you know, explain to Mr. Andrew, I'm a control over it. Maybe because me think like a dictator or a bully, I may just feel like so you're the head of the house, so if you grab people and hold them accountable, maybe that's where me, that's how me come out. So me wrong,
Cardo,
I stand corrected.
But Cardo, that's why I'm asking. That's why I'm asking them questions. Give me 1 second, sis. 1 second. That's why I'm asking the questions I ask you. Because all right, one of the questions was government structure. The government is structured by the executive, the parliament, and the judiciary. So the judiciary job, I always struggle with that word. But the judges, the judiciary, yeah. So their job is to bring prosecution. You asked earlier. You say Andrew will have an office in an office will prosecute. There is an office who do that already.
No,
the
man, not
DPP
prosecute.
office, the director of public.
Like when these things happen, you just have a body where investigate it and then report it back, and then him can put it to the eyes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That exists. The DPP office is supposed to bring prosecution, but the DPP office cannot prosecute unless them have the evidence. Evidence with financial crimes would come from the FSC or the Auditor General. It's them for them
the
job
FID.
to build up the evidence at the FID. Yeah. So if you don't have the prosecution, if you can't bring a case to court, then you just gonna get thrown out.
Right.
And cases like those.
I wanna ask Cardo a question.
One second. Yes, sis. May I get the mic? 1 second. Cases are it's so easy for throw out a case than for prosecute a case. Why you think Vibes Cartel walk a free man today? Vibes Cartel, the world knew Vibes Cartel was guilty. But the case got thrown out because why? Procedures. Anyway, the sister want talk. The sister, go ahead.
Okay, good afternoon, gentle people. Happy New Year to you all. I'm on this accidentally because I was wiping off water off my phone. Didn't realize I was up. But I want to ask a question, Cardo, with everything that you've heard today and a lot of things cleared up by Madam Speaker and the rest of the members on the panel here, what is it that makes you still want to align yourself with the People's National Party, knowing that the most scandals and corruption were always under that party? What is it that make you want to still align yourself with that party? I know you said you were from a PNP, you're born on a PNP. However, now that you're hearing these, you're getting this information, and people are also telling you, don't take our word for it, go and do the research. What makes you still, heart, soul, and mind, want to align yourself with such a party?
Now that you give me all the information, I am going to do my research as well, and then I will make my decision on that. Isn't that fair?
Fair enough. It's fair. That's fair. However, when you come on a panel, can I finish, Philippine, please? When you come on a panel, you don't come and make accusation when you have no facts to back up those accusations. Me, I'm a Jamaican. Me a Jamaican by birth. Me live in Canada for over 30 years, but me go to Jamaica every year, so me love my country. Me have a property them there, me love my country. And me now go up against my country. When me see a prime minister, a man come in and I do the things, the man turn around the country, and me know say, me can't go back, go build up my house for my property them, and me can't go live and have a life there. That's where I want to be. So me not gonna do anything to tear down the country or tear down my prime minister. When I hear you came up and you said Andrew this and Andrew that and Andrew in the corruption and whatever, I'm saying to myself, maybe you don't have all the facts. And I keep saying to people, why is it okay for you to be always gathering propaganda and spread it out when you don't have the facts? Why not get the information first before you start talking? But sometimes I find persons, I don't know if I should say you are tribal, but some persons are just so tribal that they have no knowledge, but they come up and they beat the prime minister. And you're beating him, and it's not fair.
Did you understand where I said I'm coming from? Did you even get that part where I'm saying I'm coming from? I
got you, Cardo. I was listening to all the conversation, but initially, when the lady even said to you about what corruption with Andrew, and you jumped on and you talk about the SSL, and I'm like, You're talking about something and you don't have the knowledge. You do not have the information. It better you ask the question. You started to ask question when people were giving you information. And I appreciated the fact that you were open to listen and learn. But initially you came over making accusations. And that's what I'm saying. Us in the diaspora, we need to do better. We need to love our country more than we love one party. And right now, you can't stand up so strong for one party where a big corruption them deal with.
Well,
and you are aligning yourself with them.
You matter, Cardo. May I ask you one question. You believe the Prime Minister thief bolt money?
No, man. That's not just political points, man. No. Prime Minister can't thief bolt money, man. I'll be honest with you. Prime Minister.
Hold on.
But what question. I said. But hold on, what question. I said.
Hold on now. You make it clear already. Next question. You believe with them not saying thief $3 trillion?
No. Prime Minister can't thief $3 trillion, but what happened? There is departments that is running the money that just do foolishness with the money.
All right,
and there's no accountability. Where I was coming from, I was saying, I feel like the Prime Minister can have the power to have a body when
man, nobody go so far tonight, man. I just ask you 2 questions, yes or no. You give me 2 answers already. Or you rate the Prime Minister when I deal with the restructuring of the country, the redevelopment of the country.
Well, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to have to give it some more time before I can rate it.
Why?
I want to see something more.
You know, so
I want to see something more. I want to see something more. The people that I communicate with who...
something more like what? Something more like what?
I want to see some more at the rural place and really get a little more... see some progress. That's the first.
All right.
Before we can say, yeah.
All right, based on what I go on, no. How much percent, what ratings you give? No. Because you say you want to see more, no, but obviously, as if things are going, no. No, we attack. You never, all right. Even the school bus system. What you think about the school bus system? What rating you get the school bus system?
All right, the school bus system, right? First, to begin, I applaud the system, but it was the wrong purchase.
So, what the problem happened? What the problem?
Hold on. Cuban. Hold on. Why is it the wrong purchase?
Okay, why I say it's the wrong purchase. Based on some of the roads that Jamaica have in the rural area, some of these buses really can't manage those roads, and these buses that build over here, they don't really build for the terrain where Jamaica have to go up those hills, because most of it is a flat track.
No,
right?
Wait, one stop.
Some of them, when I'm going up the hill, some of the buses are so big, it cannot climb at certain hill because Jamaica roads.
Hold on. Me have to ask you.
I'm not Carolina, me there.
Where is hold on, Cuban? Hold on, the Cuban. We're gonna touch that, but me have to ask Cardo this. All of what you just said, where do you get this information from?
I get it from Daryl Vaz.
Daryl Vaz said that?
No. You ask me why I don't. You see, me answer something. You ask me a question. I tell you what I say.
Maybe you don't answer and understand the question. So
you said what me think about the school bus system. I think it's a good idea.
No, that was not my question.
Go back and ask the question.
That was not my question. My question is the information that you spouted just now, stating that these buses can't manage these roads and these hills and these terrain. Where did you get this information?
I said some of our Jamaican rural area is cut. The road is cut. Some of these buses cannot manage to go up and go around and turn.
I'm simply asking you.
I see some of them stuck.
I am simply asking the videos. Where I saw the videos. This information from?
No, I saw the videos with buses. Cars have to backing up for the bus to turn. Because the roads...
Hold on. Wait. So, Cardo, you're saying that cars don't back up and reverse or go...
I said some of the buses...
Just hear the question now. How can you answer without hearing what I'm saying? How can you answer without hearing what I have to say? You have to listen to what I have to say before you answer. No. Are you saying that cars do not back up for the trailer trucks? Even the trucks that are carrying tractors and other big equipment from area to area. The truck that carry aggregate like sand and stone, these big goods truck, but it can't even cement or sugar. Car don't back up for these trucks. They don't move to the side so that these trucks can pass.
Let me explain. You answer me. Why I say that? It is American left-hand drive or right-hand drive, whatever. Right?
Jesus.
It is difficult to maneuver that going up them steep hill. These tractor trailers don't go around some of these places that the buses to pick up rural children. They don't go around there.
Cardo, let me show you why your argument has no leg on which to stand.
The buses, listen,
Cardo, hear me for a second.
No, you're not making me answer.
Cardo, just hear me for a second. Cardo, just hear me for hear this, Cardo. I'm going to show you that your argument have no leg.
You said the system is a good system, but the buses are not the right bus on the road.
Hear me, no man. The PMP elected member of parliament in the form of Edda Miller stated at a PMP press conference that the school bus need to be rolled out again in the rural areas because people need the buses.
Yeah,
the
yes, I agree on that. So yes, I think the buses itself, the bus in particular itself is good for can manage all these rural areas. If they can get some smaller buses, would be better for certain areas. Mr. Sound, we never say everything. I know that too.
But guys, to be fair to Cardo,
do you not know that there are different size buses? Cardo, do you not know that there are different size buses?
Yes, we know.
And they apply and they put on the buses according to the routes. The size of the buses according to the route and the terrain. Do you not know this?
But Cardo,
you know everything.
Your argument has no legs on which to stand on. The smaller buses,
to be fair to Cardo, Frank, even on an argument and no leg.
These buses are running in Jamaica.
The bus, right, where me live in a Cedar Valley, the bus going in a Cedar Valley in a Western St. Thomas, the big bus. And that's a terrain from Marant Day to go to Cedar Valley is a hill. And the bus being a travel there. So, where difference from a truck?
None of Cardo argument have any leg from him. Come from the platform, we realize. So, we don't even bother with him.
No, but because we said school bus system is good, but we don't agree on the purchase of those buses. There's other choices that the money could spend to buy.
What choices?
This was a talking point.
What choices could the government do?
This was a talking point by the king.
No, before you go to Squitty, hold on, Cardo. You said the trailer, the bus for buckle for the trailer trucks, right?
Yeah, no, listen, me explain. Me say some of the, but me never say all of them. I don't know some of the buses cannot manage some of the routes.
Let me clear something. No, you may speak to directly.
No, one at a time, man. Cardo, me just want to get it clear. You said that some of these buses back up for the trailer, right?
I'm saying to you, he said regular cars, and I stated that the regular cars back up to trailer trucks too.
Chavi. All right. So the Cardo,
but you see, the buses that they show them bring into the island. All I know, you're not going to try to switch this on.
But listen to the question I'm asking.
When I ask you a question, Cardo, I can't ask you a question, no?
Would we agree that the trailer trucks drive on the same road too?
Not all of these roads. The trailer cannot go up some of these curves on the hillside.
But some of the trailer them do go up some of these roads though.
Some of the you never sir, you never listen to what I said. I said some of the buses cannot manage. We never said all of them. First, we tell you say
listen to the question I'm asking Cardo. Me talk about the trailer them. Do you have trailer trucks will go up them road there?
Some of them road no trailer cannot go up there. Some of them road in a trailer cannot go up there.
So all speed up there then?
The little smaller transportation them go there. The trailers them didn't go for some of these. I'm just saying some of the buses not fit on the road there.
Are the same thing with the school bus?
So that means I say some of them, if you bring smaller ones that can do like the handicap one them with them have over here, that will manage some of these. That's all I say. The big buses
are three different sizes of buses. Three different sizes of buses we have. Three different sizes.
Cardo, I want to bring something to your attention, Cardo. You know, so the trailer them and the truck them, all of them are left hand drive?
Yeah, portion of them. No, the buses are left hand drive. No, the buses
No. I'm not at the bus them. No. The trailer the way in Jamaica, the international, they map them and they can work them all of them are left-hand drive. Did you know that?
I think that unsafe for Jamaica Road.
No, me ask you a question. For all the years we used to trailer in Jamaica, all of them are left-hand drive.
Yeah, me never know.
Did you know that?
No, I never know.
All of them.
No, me just observe it.
Hold on, give me a thought there.
So we have units that are bigger than the buses at traverse all over Jamaica. But the buses them can't traverse all over.
No,
Jamaica.
you see, you come back again and try to label all of the buses. I say some of the routes. Didn't me never make myself clear? Some of the routes.
One last question, I'm mute my mic. One last question, I'm mute my mic. Since the rollout, right, last year, can you show me one incident? One, just give me a video of an incident. Matter since the official rollout, right, of one of these buses, and them can't go somewhere.
You said since if me say one of the buses them can't. Yeah, me say
since school open September. Since school open September.
Me say two, and then me say two, and the minister switched. The minister saying realizes a problem with those. Turning to go up that little curve lane and then
that was before, sir.
Small bus.
That was before.
So that me says some of them was some of them is not
two incidents, Cardo. You have a listening problem. Matter when
no, but me answer and you still want me say something else. Me say me agree with the bus system. Me say it's a good idea. And you still don't take that. You still try to go through like say boy, me don't know what me say. Me say some of the roads for some of these buses in the rural area, some of the big buses, and it's not suitable for that. So I don't agree on all of the purchase.
Cardo, listen up. What other choices you say government have? What other buses them could have buy?
All right, like with up in them rural area, there, where you know the road them a little narrow and thing, and it's not much children up there. I think them could have get a much smaller, like a 15p, put in at the fleet. Simple. I never say this is bad. The 15p, you know, they look at 15p then.
The highest buses.
No, they have some Ford 15p.
They have those too.
Highest buses, you talk?
No, the 15p.
They look a short bus, then we know, man. We know him attack. Them
but that treat, Cardo, hold on, this quickly. Cardo, how many size of buses is in this fleet that they bought?
Well, me say a two set, me see. But me say most of them
are different sizes. Three different sizes. Three different sizes. The same small bus we thought they have it too.
Yeah, but
three different sizes.
But
three different sizes.
Me never knock the system. Me never knock it. Me just say some of the rules.
All right. You said hold on. You said the buses that they might use a wrong choice of buses.
No, I never say that. I never say that.
You said they had other choices. No, you said they could have used other choices.
I said some of them. Some. I said some. Some of them putting on some of the route them it was wrong choices. Some would agree upon them there.
Which route is that? Because the complaint which you are making is not being echoed by anybody in Jamaica.
Did Echo and Daryl Vaz fix the problem?
I think that was when they were doing the test. I think that's when they were doing
the test run, bro. Not the test run.
That was not the actual.
Oh my God.
Hold on, Cardo, do you know that anywhere a car drive a bus can't drive there?
Not everywhere.
Everywhere.
Because some of the roads then there's not good turning space for the bus.
It depends on the training, brother. It depends on your training where you get to drive the bus.
Hello.
Every road we can't go.
Tell you, me drive from Precipice. And you see?
Remember me tell you.
Me drive Precipice most morning. Me drive from so on steep hill go down and I drive from Precipice. And sometimes some big bus like the yellow bus then, the yellow regular bus them, I pass to carry student.
Who knew her?
Well, me never said, me never.
It's a private school. I don't know.
All right, so Cardo.
No, man, my internet is giving problem.
More ask this question. Cardo, I've often hear people in social media and all about stated that these buses are no good. It's the wrong choice of bus. Them no good. Them all. We could have get better buses. They talk about coaster and stuff like that. Have you heard that argument?
I hear the argument.
Where do you
hear the money?
Where do you stand where that argument is concerned?
Well, I hear the argument and that me did pay a little attention. See, I me go over to the website and me read on the money and the procurement and all that and how much money did spend and who did sign the wrong paper and what wasn't on the bus and what's supposed to be on the bus and everything.
Carter, you have not answered the question after saying a mouthful. You have not answered the question I asked.
You said we're here.
Me never asked you where you're here. I said, what's your take on these specific buses? People say them old, them dangerous, them will kill off people. And I'm asking you, what is your take on these buses?
The bus them all right. My kids them ride on them.
Okay. That's all I asked. That's all I asked. Because even at this chat, you have people that say these old buses is no good and should go to scrapyard. I'm gonna ask you this question, Cardo. What was the purpose of getting specific school bus? What was the purpose to establish a school bus or a school transportation system? What is the purpose for that?
The purpose is to get our children them to school and back without them have to go up in public, without have to worry about getting to school.
Safety.
You feel all right, safety. That's
safety is the key.
Hold on. The question
safety is the key and main reason.
The question I'm going to ask Cardo. The coaster and the school bus, which one of them you think more durable and safer?
The school bus is durable because I see how them build.
And the safety component, which one is
well,
the
I'll be honest with
option?
You. When you say in safety, what you mean? First, the beginning, though, we complain about them not having seatbelts, even in America here. So, if you say safety, you have to be more specific. Like, if it roll over, there are going to be casualties because there's no seatbelts.
Yeah,
all right,
if you have an accident,
and this is where you are. Hold on.
We never said them are going to roll over. I said, in case there's an accident, there will be casualties.
They can't roll over so easy.
Cardo.
The engineering of the buses, where they put the steel in it.
Philippians.
If the bus roll over, it protects the student.
Philippians, hold on there, because I need to talk to Cardo on this matter. Cardo, do you notice where the back of the bus is concerned, how far the seats are from the back of the buses? The first row of seat coming, you notice how far they are from the back of the bus?
Yeah, I'm aware.
The reason for that is if somebody hits the bus from the back, the students aren't harmed. Secondly, crash bars is in these buses from roof, sides, everywhere. I want you to also take note of the windows. The students can open up the window them and jump out of them. That is also a safety component. I want to inform you, Cardo, that these buses carry 26 million students per day in the United States, right? And I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to tell you the figure now where crashes and casualties come in. For the year 2024, Cardo, make a wild guess. How many students died from accidents associated with these school buses?
To be honest, I never hear about a death. But
wild guess. I give you a wild guess. No, me I give you a wild guess. Just make a guess.
Because I don't think
me not going to hold it to the answer.
To be honest, I think it's only one child I did hear get died in Minnesota the other day. I think it's only one.
Out of 26 million.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Out of 26 million. Right? Only one. And I can tell you, there's so many, any accident, pick one, that there's been casualty in Jamaica.
You know what I say? I said the only thing we always look out with them school buses even over here is that there's not no seatbelt.
But even with that, I'm saying to you, they carry 26 million students per day. And for the year, only one.
Yeah,
when you look into the circumstances concerning that, you can't even fault the buses.
Yeah, but I never
hold on, my brother. These buses are the safest option. It's a non-argument to recommend anything else.
Sorry,
I'm going to show you another feature with these buses. You see these US built buses? Canada also buy these buses at used level like Jamaica did.
Yeah, but
and so many other countries. Hold on, my brother, hold on. And so many other countries in the Caribbean buy these very same buses at used level. But I want to focus on Canada, which is a first world country. Then if Canada can see value in these buses and buy them for their students, who is these people in the chat to come and criticize these buses?
When I see the argument, I may never jump on the argument. Me see the videos, but me said to you, I did not tell you said these buses weren't safe. You know me never said that. So you can't blame me and say means to that.
Say that you say that I engage you in the conversation.
Okay. I said the only thing me wish these buses
hold on,
was
man.
belts.
Hold on, Cardo. Come in where you misconstrued what just happened. I engage you in this conversation and use it as an opportunity to spread the factual information around these buses, because there are people out there who are actively spreading misinformation about the buses, even in this very chat. So that's why I engage you in the conversation to bring about the facts regarding the buses.
Okay, so I understand why the people would have said broke down, because when the buses come, they were supposed to retrofit them and they're supposed to change the tires and maintain the brakes and all that. Some of the buses went on the road to drive during the test run. And some of them do break down. Bus break down over here with kids. So me not gonna be stupid and get pan that, cause bus break down with my pity them and me have to call the school and them send the next bus to take the kids them off. So me not that conversation, me not try to have that. Me not try to talk about that our big government pan that vehicle broke down. My vehicle, me just driving the other evening and my vehicle just choose broke down. And me have to tear off the valve cover and put valve cover seal around it, cause the aisle down in the spark plug. So me not jump on that. As me say, some routes, you said them have some smaller one come now. So great, you can put the smaller one them on the smaller routes them that are easy maneuver where we won't block up traffic that easily. That's all I'm saying.
That is from start, my brother. And I just know that
so
is from start.
Yeah, I mean,
from the initial purchase, there were different sizes. And when they had the rollout and testing phase, that's what they were doing. Testing the different size of buses and how they perform on the different terrains. They didn't just go there and put out bus without no study, no testing, my brother. They did not.
Yeah, but you never hear me come and beat them on the bus. I never beat them on the bus. I did congratulate them on the buses.
Comrade Cardo, if you go on the PNP platform, as I told you earlier, or what in that chat.
You know, so I'm not go on the platform. You know, so I feel I don't know why I'm on your platform so long. I don't really go on the platform, you know.
Ask them specifically for evidence, because PNP don't do evidence-based comment platform, you know. It's the other one them don't wrong that talk, but Howard is saying they are working can't talk. Even if him never they are working, he will come up on the platform, because you don't want to hold him accountable and challenge all the lies and the propaganda with him spread from the Prime Minister and the people. Because here all the talking points where you come and you're gonna talk about SSL.
So isn't that not good for discussion?
Not really, because we're not changing the mind. We're not changing the mind, so I don't think
if
it
me
is.
even know the truth and come challenge you on the truth, at least you enlighten other people to the truth. It's always good.
Maybe the For You page,
it's always good
like
to engage in different directions. It's always good.
So Cardo,
what's going on here?
Cardo.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Now that you know about the corruption index and how corruption is registered in our country.
And this we just gave you drink a while ago.
Are you going to still go around and say, oh, the government corrupt and whatever, without no evidence?
No, that I have a little understanding for the thing. Me not gonna do that. Me gonna read the facts up. Me gonna come over here and say, hey. Me gonna come over here and I'm gonna say, hey. Me see this, you know, before me start me foolishness. Explain.
MunchieB award in our box.
But this,
yeah, man, come with award here.
Brother, talk with that talks now. It's Squitty here.
Yes, Squitty. It's good for have a discussion. It's good for me to come up here and me have a different think on things. Because if all of we agree on the same things, there cannot be a good conversation. Now that me come up, can come up and you can beat me and drag me out. It's good.
Then I'm going to meet the card for me there for help. Good
afternoon. Good evening.
Good afternoon, Philippine.
Hold on, people. Who want to talk to Howard?
Good afternoon, Munchie.
Happy New Year, Howard.
Hold on, Squitty. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year, Howard.
Happy New Year,
nice I am fine.
Years.
Nice to have you here. What did you do for Christmas?
I'm great, you know. And for years, you have always invited me on the platform. I'm just come now. For 2 years, they have beat me up, say, me and spread propaganda. I'm afraid to come for you, hold me. You know?
Yes.
But you know, sir,
you are spreading. You're one of the propagandists on
No, man, we don't spell TikTok. No, man, we don't spell propaganda. What do you mean by me?
All right, so
wait, hold on, Monty. Hold on. What do you mean by me? One of the propagandists. I mean, hardly. Me never have no follower more so me can't even go live. Oh, me for
you may not have any followers, but you inside the.
You're lying. You're lying.
Exactly. And when you're lying,
this man go live on multiple occasions and just run.
And he go on other people's platform as well, and they allow him to speak a lot. So I don't know what I talk about. So Howard.
Yes.
The topic this evening is we go all over the place, but we base the main topic is what are your views on the situation at the Petersfield High School?
The situation at the Petersfield High School is I like how good sense prevail with the intervention of the Malis, but we have a government who is uncaring and considerate and doesn't think about the people. But there is no way on earth the poor peasant people of Westmoreland who have nowhere to go. Are you going to tell them to leave? And leave and go where? Thanks to Mark Golding and supporters, we are delivering one by one the houses and so forth, temporary housing and some of them.
So what is this? No, you have gone on the preambles. What is the solution? You say thanks to, you say good sense prevail. So good sense prevail based on what you saying. Something happened today? What happened today?
No, what has happened is the Malis has intervened and they stay. They get a reprieve at the Petersfield High School. So the evection notice, it's still
a reprieve how? A reprieve how? What the Mali intervene and do?
There was no eviction notice.
Man, please. Guys, make I am not going to allow him to spread no propaganda upon you. Just wait. Howard.
Yes.
You are saying that good sense prevail and the Marlies intervene. The Marlies intervene and did what?
Plea on behalf of the residents at the shelter.
Plea to who? Plea to who?
The authority, which is the government, the Minister of Local Government.
And where can I find this information?
By where can you find the intervention?
Where tell me now. When me figure look it up and read it.
Look up on the Gleaner. For you know we don't come over here and speak propaganda.
So the Gleaner put out a statement and say verbatim that the Marlies intervene and plead to the government?
Listen, the clipping that I get, it is a quotation.
No man, no, me not mean video clipping, because anything clipping can't find anything. Can I go on the Gleaner now? Travia or Philippine, can I go on the Gleaner? No man, we just want we have evidence-based profile me now. Can we go on the Gleaner now, Howard?
I can go, but I
and we can we find in the Gleaner? Howard,
I am allowed to speak.
Can we find in the Gleaner that the Marlies is going to be speaking in the Gleaner verbatim that they intervene and speak to the government and the people?
Yes,
can we find it in the Gleaner?
Yes, check the Gleaner.
All right, no problem. So first of all, Howard, there was no eviction notice for the people of Petersfield.
Then
the government, no, Howard.
I agree with
Howard.
They agree with you, but an informal official eviction. When Desmond McKenzie said them have to leave by January 1.
Desmond McKenzie did not say
Munchie, hear me now. Me just circle Gleaner. Lie Howard tell as usual. Lie Howard tell as usual. Lie Howard tell as usual. Secondly, there was no eviction notice with a farmer or informal.
Munchie and Philippine. They might only just heard the labor right. You know why you not from you, Chavi.
But when you realize is that me not talk to you, me I talk to the panel and talk to the people. You don't nobody we're talking to. So we are like
you over here and not tapping up the screen.
You don't nobody we're talking to.
Someone over here not tapping up the screen. 200 of you and no screen tapping.
Yes, why I don't
let's bring it up.
Oh Jesus, we can't. But guys, come on, man. I'm talking confusion.
You wouldn't know it.
You see the disrespect, Munchie?
Instead of not because of be a confusion. I'm not here. Moderator, please. Manage to come this section to me. I want to have a conversation with Howard. Me know someone say I'm a liar, but me like to pin him down before me call and point out where in lie.
Madam.
Overman.
You hear the brick? You hear the
and the script.
You hear?
Munchie, next Munchie, next. We don't really have time for this. We don't have a beautiful program. We're having a beautiful program and we don't have time for this.
Yeah, but we want to spend 5 minutes with Howard because me and him can have a little thing going. Howard.
Munchie, Navi wants somebody for other.
Howard, the moderator, they do all them word. Howard, you hear me now? You just see your long statement about Petersfield. Let me give you my opinion on what I think about the Petersfield, right? The hurricane was from the 28th or something like that, October, right? The Prime Minister Holness never sent the hurricane even though people want to believe that he did, some dunce people. Why?
Well, his action give rise to speculation. Yes, that
yeah, because there are some people who can't read and write.
Tell us something, Howard. Don't say those foolishness, all right?
What?
Howard.
So you don't believe in that they turn on the weather machine?
No, Howard, you know this is foolishness. Don't say that, man. Don't say
you don't believe in the weather machine?
You're a big man.
Howard, Howard,
stop it, Howard.
Howard, even the Prime Minister doesn't have black power.
It's a propaganda post, Charles.
Weather machine.
I'm sorry, the Prime Minister don't have anything to do with the weather.
Howard, me as an intelligent person, me never knew come to mash up my program, Howard. Seriously. Please, stop the foolishness. Now back to the Petersfield.
Well, I'm the Philippine and Munchie. So you don't believe in the weather machine where they turn it on?
No, we don't. No, we don't. No, we don't. And we don't want to speak about that.
Weather machine.
No, we don't. And we don't want to speak about that.
Sorry, I don't believe that. And you don't have that power to turn on.
Howard, I give a big thump in your back, Howard.
We say we get that. You don't
really do your baby that. Philippine, you don't really do your baby that.
Yes, Howard. Because me can't believe you are going with them foolishness.
Put up a mark on the picture. You feel
stop it, man.
Howard.
We'll move on from the weather machine.
Howard.
That's controversy. Yes.
Howard, me know you keep Howard. Me know you capable of, you know. That is why me bring. That is why me bring you up here, you know.
You can take down the fart there. We can go on the fish.
But I know, but me see me not actually me know say he can't have a proper conversation unless he deliberately come up here to come and shut my program. I know Howard and a dance.
Let me tell you with the Marley. Wait, this kitty. It's over Noel. One girl go say she a Bob Marley granddaughter. She a
Danishka, who is not Bob Marley granddaughter because Bob Marley
not Bob Marley granddaughter.
Yes, with her she go over Noel.
She a stepdaughter. Danishka is not Bob Marley granddaughter. Danishka is a stepdaughter.
Bob Marley granddaughter.
And I play Bob Marley song and I put up him something in the background. And Noel say, because of them, may the government withdraw the
Danishka is not Bob Marley granddaughter. Her mother.
Because Sharon is not Bob Marley daughter.
Exactly. Her mother is not Bob Marley daughter. She's not Bob Marley granddaughter. She's Bob Marley dear for sure. Somebody know her. She ugly like the Bob Marley granddaughter.
That's where the Bob Marley conversation came from.
Danishka Prendergast is not Bob Marley granddaughter.
You know, remember said Danisha or whatever her name is, Prendergast. Remember said she did come out with Johnny with the sex tape back in the days, long time. We no probably no member.
Exactly. Danishka is not Bob Marley granddaughter. Danishka is nobody. Danishka have no clout. Danishka don't speak on behalf of the Marleys. Danishka is a regular person. She don't speak on behalf of the Marley. She don't represent the Marley family. She don't have no clout. Exactly. Danishka mother is not Bob Marley's her father. Bob Marley there with her mother, and I take her on as a stepdaughter. She's not Bob Marley granddaughter. She have no clout.
Yeah, I don't want to go down there. Over the fish platform.
A clout she look, but she that Bob Marley granddaughter.
You know say all along. Me know say Howard. You know say me know say Howard. Hold on.
Never come down, but you see.
No, but you come to the program.
Go now, long time.
Me never know say mother ear then dumb this now come from Howard but turn on with a machine.
I'm so disappointed.
Exactly. Me know say not talk true, but me never know say.
Yeah,
he would have stooped to that level there.
Thank you. I am so disappointed in Howard. Very disappointed in Howard because me talk to Howard before I know say he's an intelligent man.
When elderberry.
But boy I go chuck in at the aisle. I'm melt out like the sprat them.
The 13th of January.
Oh, okay.
Elder the old man who always depend the life them.
Elder Ramat in dead.
I think I cool then. I never cool then.
No, you know that yet.
So where him a wait pan? So where him a wait pan? So where cool a wait pan?
Howard, please. Howard. Can we have a conversation, Howard, please?
Before Munchie, we talk about that. Listen, that
Howard,
no boundary.
Howard, can you please have a...
As back
Howard,
then, he live until 83 years old. Not for we now go make it to that.
Howard, can you please...
Okay.
Right?
Howard, can you please have a serious conversation,
Hold on, we can talk about that. Let me tell you something. Comrade Cole,
Jesus, Howard,
don't be disrespectful because
Howard,
can
you
Munchie, tell me down, Munchie, tell me down. I want to listen about the boy.
Don't do that.
Howard, can we please have a serious conversation?
Howard,
please.
me think you say you not talk to me and not listen to me. Where your address?
Howard, can we please
you
have a serious conversation?
Talk to me, but your address
yes,
to me.
Go ahead.
All right, so back to the Petersfield.
Yes.
The non-progressive, and don't cut in because I'm going to allow you to speak. The non-progressive don't want to work and don't loving PNP people who don't have Westmoreland in a Petersfield High School. They need to come out of the school so we can resume learning. And no matter the word we use, uncaring, undaring, unfearing, that still does not negate the fact that the non-progressive don't want to work and don't loving PNP people need to come out of the school. Wait, no, man, me go land. We have 8. Wait, I'm going to allow you. I'm going to allow you. We have 8 schools in Westmoreland. The other 7 already start engage students and preparing for school Monday morning. Only one school, which is the Petersfield High School, that is controlled and run by the non-progressive PNP shelter manager and the non-progressive don't want to work PNP principal that is now sitting down, harboring these people that do not want to work, sitting down and waiting on government handout. They need to come out of the school. Okay?
But the principal are collecting pay still enough. The teachers are collecting their pay still enough.
Yeah, so what
they're not teaching
they're collecting their pay.
The students are not getting any education.
While they're collecting their monthly check.
Parents are okay with this. How do we balance this, Howard?
Yeah, give me a minute. Let me address it.
Balance? How do we balance this?
All right, make we talk about balance now. First and foremost, disasters. A while ago, me talk about the weather machine and the whole out now. Go at me.
Move on, right? Howard.
The disaster, it never single-handedly pick out PNP and Labour, right? Both supporters of both parties inside of the shelter. Shelter managers supposed to be neutral. There is no type of political interference or displayed must go on. You can have the whole of political preference, sure, but you must not show it in terms of disaster because disaster is disaster. Right? You don't put politics in front, you put people first. But look at it now. The landfall of the hurricane hit Westmoreland.
Yes.
So them get it hard because of this landfall.
Right.
We agree.
The official report states that landfall was made in South Central.
Wait no man. Madam Speaker asked me how we make balance.
No, I never answer that. Right. Madam Speaker is asking you to tell the PNP people to come out of the government school. I'm Philippine say balance. I don't say the word balance.
Good. The two I'm afraid.
Yes.
Nobody wants to live inside of a shelter because a shelter don't really have no convenience whatsoever. But the truth of the matter is, how do we balance it? The kids need education. We don't really want no educational depravity from the kids. Them need to go back. Whether online or remote or something, learning must be engaged. But how do you
Thank you.
Right?
Simple.
What you can do now.
Right.
You have 150 million US that the government get for the catastrophe ban instead of using it and build shelter housing. Thousands of temporary houses could have come up and you just pump it up and the whole of them open up. JPS never asks for any money. JPS is a private equity, super rich. Banks and World Bank, everybody that line up to give them money. Instead of that money, that responsible for, remember, no.
Howard, no.
And trigger the
no, man, I keep it because what Howard is not going to do on my platform, with all due respect, Howard, is come up here and talk false news. First of all, without the electricity.
Me are going to say Munchie. Me are going to come down and run me around. But
listen to me, you have to come down now because you are nonsense. Come down now. No, make him go on. Him can't listen to the comment section because the argument that the PNP is running with Travi, talking about the 150 million US dollars could have built OC people, would have built OC people, and that is why they don't want to come out of the shelter. That is why they don't want to come out of the shelter, Travi, because they are saying that the government used $150 million to give JPS and them not live nowhere. We need to get known to the PNP.
And that them saying, you know, the council that did not win Rocky Point. She was over Noel, and that's what she said. And that's
exactly. And that is the narrative, and that is what we show the mindset of the handout loving PNP them in Navi. They prefer somebody to give them fish for the rest of their life. They don't want to learn to fish. They don't want to learn to fish. They want to handout for the rest of their lives. Because the reason the government gave JPS the loan is to fast track the economy. Because when we turn on more light, Travi, people can go on and work. When we turn on more light, the economy can open. People can eat, the businesses can start up. When we make us give people a darkness, how that help the economy? How that help the economy when we make us give people in a darkness? When we have no light, when we have no light award in the comment section to stimulate growth, to stimulate the economy, to get income coming in, where will the money come from to pay our debt? Where will the money come from to pay our debt if the economy no start rolling again? Howard, you handout loving PNP people. Look, when Dr. Clark was paying the 100 was going into the catastrophe ban, the PNP said Dr. Clark must use the money and give them food to eat because they're hungry now. That is what the PNP said. The $150 million, it was not for the people handout, it was for the economy. So if the government want to lend the JPS the money to start back the economy, we're well within our rights. We are well within our rights because the $150 million that we got for our insurance, it is for the economy. It is not for the handout-loving PNP, non-progressive people who sit down and wait on the government for handout award. So you need to rubbish that argument here, your handout-loving PNP. The 150 million was never to build back house. But no could have mad. Then the people at let me tell us. Let me ask you something, Travi. So you tell me, say we the taxpayer pay insurance figure handout?
No, it wasn't for the people to rebuild people house. It's to rebuild schools.
We sacrifice so much.
School, hospitals.
Thank you. We sacrifice so much, Philippian, to pay this insurance to give PNP for handout. Are they crazy? The insurance money is for the economy.
It is not supposed to build back people's house either. That is why I have private home insurance and content insurance. Content protect the things inside your house. Home insurance covers your property and your house from damages, accidents, flooding, and all of that.
Munchie, let us be clear in informing folks that the 150 million US dollars that was loaned to the JPS is not the catastrophe bond money.
Travi, even if it was,
the finance ministry,
even if it was,
the minister has declared that already.
But
right?
Even if we take up a 150 million lend to JPS, it is money well spent.
I agree with you, and I'm going to go into that now. I agree with you, and I'm going to go into that. Hold on, Craig. Let me just finish. I agree with you, and I'm going to go into that. Now, you mentioned stimulating or reviving the economy by bringing forth the electricity, like the return of electricity quicker. But not just that. Even if we're going to have the people to have basic, decent living standards, electricity is needed because here what's up. The water treatment and pumping station that exists across the island requires electricity. So if we are going to simply bring back just water as one essential commodity to the people of Jamaica, electricity is needed for that. And if we go up the ladder, every single facet of society, electricity is needed, right? Small businesses is the lifeblood of Jamaica's economy. They need electricity.
Thank you. I don't know what is wrong with this PNP that I'm obsessed with this argument, Travi, that is the duty of the government to protect them out, to give them a house over there. Award, you see, minds, I've been saying it there for 3 hours now, I miss my time, for go my dinner, The People's National Party mindset, Award, need to change. It is not the duty of no government, be it PNP or JLP, to provide housing for people. Free housing, because that you don't want. Talk about JPS did not ask for the money. JPS asked for an extension, and this Andrew Holness administration will not give the JPS an extension under this current license. Are you guys deaf? Are you guys deaf, comrade?
You the things that the students them in their space. You see them sitting and prowl up and the picking them desk. Nobody now talk to them. Nobody now talk to them until if they come out of school. Them encourage them to stay in school.
It's not even like it's a primary school. It's an high school where a lot of students have their C-Sec and their O-levels to.
Nah, them picking them book and something. They them prowl out and have fat.
Go do in a couple months coming now. And the kids are not prepared.
You see how I talk about Marley and that girl over there, and then we come and talk about them make the minister retract him statement. One who is them?
Good afternoon.
Listen, you know what that tactic was? Good afternoon and happy New Year, Outlaw. Just give me 1 second. You know what that tactic was? What's his name? Noel or Danishka Prendergast, as her official name is not a big enough tool or entity to draw attention or to bring prominence to their little trick. So that's why they bring them would, instead of say call her name or Noel name, then go for a big name where people will pay attention. I say Marley.
For the Marleys.
I say
Donisha
Marley.
does not represent the thank you, Shabby. Donisha does not represent the Marleys. Donisha is a regular person like me and you. Nothing about the Marleys don't represent Donishka. If Donishka is a Prendergast,
and then the next talking point, which the thing say any respectable person like the PNP so-called council them and the member them I come and tell people about insider trading. They are so done. It's more than if a respectable person can
look here. That woman they were each up over the life with their low life self with them all the time where try to run for the councillor. What we forgot what she name right here now. I name na memo. Me can't.
Wilson or something like that.
Ivan Wilson.
Yes.
She do a itch up over there. She not even, you never hear she talk yet. Me no know who she could have got a parish council go represent. I don't know at them the kind of people there in the Noel platform. You see?
Noel platform I like the Riverton don't.
I look relevant.
From Mama Son the Noel no sense, you know. Noel come on the platform and he go on to say he's a credible journalist.
All the people make him a disrespect them and come and call we lunatics over there.
And him have Mama Son on his foot.
Yeah.
Mama Son we can't read and write. Noel have Mama Son and represent him. Can't read and write and call people lunatics. Mama Son and Lato, the two dunces PNP. If they have even Howard or even Layad Caution. But the two dunces PNP blog up on the platform is Lato and Mama San and Derval. 3 uneducated person now, and them they represent the PNP over Noel. That's why I liberate not for waste time and go over there. But it burned me. What come about the Marleys? Which Marleys? But you know what petal when me say and the liberate and kind of vex me no care. Me blame Desmond Mackenzie. Because the Desmond Mackenzie they take them out of the place from a week ago. They want to have paper and platform and go talk now about how the Marleys. But
what Bob Marley music and a cry over there. And the funniest thing, one worthless woman she come and talk about our picnic them. Me say, look, I don't know what them think. Worthless, like where is your baby father? Where is your baby father?
When she ready for pray and bass on like one rolling key, if you want to near Charmaine to live somewhere in America.
I'll go and jump out, but just to add to something that somebody said, JPS. You should inform the PMP that the money that they joined up, invest companies that lend Jamaica the money the other day. Part of it is for electricity. It is set out in it. Part of it is for electricity. The government can't go around it.
They know that, Greg. PNP don't work with facts. Greg, you're there a long time for know talking points and popular things them love. That's why Noel go for the non-progressive. None now going away.
Non-progressive
legacy.
I
come
at talk
about
what they have over here, I must go say something about him. Him got him accolades. But don't say what I see already.
You no matter how much accolades you have.
Yeah.
Accolades that doesn't having accolades doesn't mean Noel have class. Noel you not have no class because once Mama stand up on your platform, you're classless. Because Mama San is the bottom of the barrel.
I can't be
Mama San is Riverton down.
I can't be. Honestly, even if him now work for the PNP, he's looking at career comeback. And
first of all,
investigation, the hurricane in Jamaica can give him a career comeback. And that must say, and them can't carry my name back over there. Because my name is a perfect party over there, so them can't carry my name. Because man,
Noel can't even get a job in England. Let's talk about that. All the accolades when you have, you cannot get a job in the United Kingdom, much less you can't get a job in the UK. You cannot get a job nowhere.
In the Middle East, but think somewhere.
Me tell first say must live at Dubai or one of them Middle Eastern country there. But him can't get the work down there so because he can't criticize them down there so. Him can't criticize them so.
Lie Noel tell. Lie Mattel. Mafia talk about accolades and where he live to make people think that he's somebody.
Him can't get no job.
Me no need to come out here to come put me no need to come out here to come put my personal life and personal achievements on display to get people. Well, hear me out. I don't need to come out here and put my personal life and personal achievements on display in order to get people to listen to me. No, I come and I present my argument, I present facts, and I present my thoughts. And for that, people resonate with it because guess what? Them see sensible thought process and argument, and them follow after that. Them no care for do that. Them deal with sensationalization, they deal with lies,
you know me
and propaganda.
Them over Noel say when I say, why can't the Bishop or Noel, even though I'm having papers when buy, because them they could have never got school for. Because common sense this Travi. You hear me Noel of the people on the platform and say, why can't the government take these people to a hotel? Tell me now. Which hotel?
Noel.
Who's gonna pay for that?
Something like that. What is he thinking? What is he thinking?
Which hotel? Who will pay for that? So if the hotel not generate no money.
Exactly.
If the government take all of the homeless people and the people who get none way for live, it's a Navi and put them in a hotel down in the North Coast. And remember saying our number one money maker is tourism and remittance. Remittance is down because of Donald Trump and because American people get poor and have it. Tourism is down because the tourism sector get a hit. And the Noel having people them and say we should put the people them in the hotel. Where will our source of income come from? Where will the government get money from? According to Noel,
it is these same people that says all the money going into tourism is going away from Jamaica and foreign alone. I get it. Now they're saying the local money we take it and give it to the hotel and the tourism. You see the nonsense? Them never know them attack to them.
That is why we said no, we have no credibility, Travi. Because if you're a real journalist, if somebody come on my platform and I'm a real journalist, as him claimed to say, and Travi come and say, Munchie, boy, I'm so sorry for the people in the West. Why can't the government put them in a hotel? I'm gonna ask you, Travi. Is the hotel or are the hotels owned by the government? You'll say, no, a private sector government can't ask them or pay them for it. Okay, where will that money come from? The government must use the money where they collect from the people of Jamaica. Okay, so when that money run out, where will the money come from to pay our debt, pay our public sector worker, fix back the road, fix back the hotel, fix back the hospital? Where will that money come from? If I'm a real journalist, Navi, these are the questions you should ask these people.
But him over there, listen, him over there, and people are come up and complain, like regular people, not jail people come up and say about Mama San and the profiles. Yeah, when I say no, people are big people. When time, if Mama San say something, them don't like them for answer Mama San. But yet still him and Mama San and talk about Mama San is passionate, this and that. Yes. And then him laugh at them.
Him not have no credibility. None whatsoever. He could have put up any amount of certificates.
And him having millions them. Him having millions them everywhere. I'm say none of them can't come over cook up on no other platform. Because them over there call people name or people were blocked from them platform. Is it them not a sense?
No sense. I just want to say to the Noelites, because I have a group of nonsense. Me don't find beautiful speaking, catch them, Travi. We have a group of Noelites. Why is it that you don't want no contended views over there? If you don't believe in the one I say, I don't have evidence. Why you guys don't want nobody to push back on one I come with? Why not want to labor right over there? Because say, oh, we support the party, but we don't support the opposition. So my issue is this, Navi and panel. It is when we labor right go on our platform, we make it known so we are labor right. We don't hide. When the PNP go on there, some of them pretend, oh, we are for the country, we don't see politics. Some of them, like Mama San, talk straight up to my PNP. So I'm saying to Noel, make the two we back it out with evidence and facts, and him be the moderator where him search if anybody is telling a lie. But no, him no want we over there, because when we challenge him on him bullshit, him no want we over there. That is the problem we have with him. Not because of a platform, but because
credible question.
No credibility.
He's the worst journalist in that time. Oh, we not used to unbiased journalists like anything. He
does not fact check anything. Anything flies on his program, and that's where the problem is. He does
like him and a world-class journalist.
Anything, and that's what you're running with.
And that is why he can't get to work in a mainstream media, Travi. Because people will sue you if you put out them something there.
We Jamaicans are used to credible journalists live out of ourselves.
So why he can't get to work in a so Davi, if we are not used to credible journalism and he's so credible, why can't he get a job in mainstream media? Why Sky News, BBC?
Him can't get no job nowhere.
All of them news
he is a failed journalist that has been let go by the company he works for on numerous occasions. Repeatedly. The last people will let him go is ITV, and that team black me for. When me say it seems ITV made a good decision in letting you go. That team black me for.
It's true. Because even though I'm a labor, right, I am not, even though I'm upset about what going on at Petersfield, me make it very clear to you. If you don't know of any labor right down at Petersfield, sit down, Travi. Send them a message, say if it tell them, say, come out of the school because we want to resume learning. When I run a joke, you want to clean up to the spot and get yourself together. So we can have the schools them for the children them learn. We're not playing around. We're not playing around when it comes to Petersfield. We need a school.
But how much him a credible journalist because he almost got shot in Black Lives Matter. I'm sure you say it's a joke.
Credible.
You see what Althea said.
How are you credible and no news network is interested in hiring you?
Thank you.
You see what Althea said, guys? She said last night they had to send back guests with reservation to Trelawney and Moby. She said Rio was overbooked by 17 rooms.
Exactly.
So, but they so rebound. Me happy
but Philippine, but they so Noel them say government must send the people them away Westmoreland down at the hotel them.
Noel.
Yeah, I'm full and about him, credible. Oh, we are going to open up the tourism sector without light, Philippine. Because according to the PNP, we must left JPS because the enrichment, they go find the money. And then while we are left JPS, we go search for the money, the place is in darkness, the economy stands still. How does that help the country? How does that help the country? And when you ask them these questions, you hear them talk about JPS never asked for no money, they ask for extension. We don't want to give them an extension on this current license that they are now. It is very, very clear. We never beat around the bushes. Our government was very, very clear. We do not want to extend the license that JPS have because it is not, the people of Jamaica not benefiting from that license. We want a brand new license with terms that the people of Jamaica can benefit from. That is very, very clear. So the argument that the PNP are coming over JPS never asked for no money. We know this. We don't break no news. We know this. But we made a policy decision to lend them the money and to think about this in a Philippine. You work in a public, in a private, in a government. Let me ask you a question. You may know how hard it is, Philippine, for government to spend money. So even if the government did say, all right, we're not lend JPS the money, we're going to use this money to do housing. Let's use for them logic, Philippine. Oh, long does it take for things to go through procurement in a Jamaica, Philippian?
Sometimes years.
Thank you. So while the government have put things through procurement, Travi, for the people and get the free house, the place in a darkness. That makes sense? Can remember government don't just take up money and give people so in a Philippian. Remember them have to do assessment. Them have to find the land. Them have to put it out to procurement. Them have to do the after they go to procurement, they go to another step. Then you have to find the contractor. Then you release the money. How long does that take?
And they believe that government can spend money like how an artist may take out their personal money and just spend it. When you have your personal money, you can just dip in your account and spend it. You don't have to go through no procurement process. You don't have to go through 10 persons sign off on this and that document. No.
I think Munchie, you know where hurt me to him come over there come and talk about the minister, the so-called minister Floyd Green is incredible. With him out of order self.
Listen, you know PM no man, because the truth is, on this matter and on all of these subjects, Noel is only like known among PMP circles. No sensible, well-thinking Jamaican is interested in anything,
none whatsoever.
Anything that Noel has to say. Noel has
and
no
also Travi. Thank you. And also Travi and Navi and Philippian, the reason why he said that because he's been asking for Floyd Green and Pernell and Matthew and these people to come on his platform and nobody now fought pan him. That is why he turned pan them.
I advise them to go on that shit pit.
He's been asking to invite members of the government. Invite government is the government.
We now go on a propaganda platform.
And they're not coming. So enough is enough. Enough is enough. So why would not
free credit? I'm giving you prominence, make you feel
exactly.
like somebody.
I'm giving credibility.
Come over your program. Who is you? Them now got the Jackson program. Them now go.
Enough. Tell him, sir.
They now got soul sings. Why them all come at you? Who is
stop make him look on non-progressive elements. Them over there call people name. Call my name specifically because I don't like who know. We black who go along in black me and him have Mama San and Derval call up my name over them. I don't like
Navi,
them.
no, you're not. Navi, consider yourself special. Listen to me now, Labor Right, Travi and Navi and Philippian. Noel come meet with on TikTok and Noel now run with half a TikTok. We are blogger, Noel a blogger. Him can't stop with Frank calling name.
But Munchie, listen.
No dear.
Member say Andre about
my argument is this and will remain this where Noel is concerned. Noel not have the type of following that Rotten Mango or J Brian or Steve or the one that we always calling him. I don't remember his name right now.
PDD.
Yeah, he not have a following with them have and they could not get Mark Golden elected. Why do we need to talk about Noel?
Exactly.
But no, because enough I say why we are calling name. We not stop calling name. Because I know him run TikTok, in community over here, we call any blogger name. Any blogger name. He meet me over here, Travi, and him go left we here. He say I'm a credible journalist with him certificate and in qualification. Where am I do down over TikTok with we? Where am I do here? Go on the mainstream media. What is he doing here?
And in just
and don't forget we do with Mama San.
And Derval.
And just start up theme platform.
Thank you. With him now run me off a TikTok. No dear. Him now run me off a TikTok. And we are calling anytime we feel like we want pause with program Petal to talk about. If we spend a 10 minutes for Noel, we're going to spend a 10 minutes for Noel.
Anytime.
We can't stop. We meet over here and not take we off of the platform, Philippian. This platform is for everybody.
Name and Noel is no
why we are called Noel. Who is Noel?
Noel.
Who is Noel?
You're a girl. We're not careful. We're not busy.
Who is Noel?
As when me say, anytime them stop, call up and me and all listening over in platform I talk about. When somebody talk about something, that's defamatory. We have to be very careful because that's borderline on defamatory. When they over there call up Andrew name, me never yet hear intel, none of caution, none of them yet. So hear what?
Exactly.
As long as them call Andrew name, we are gonna call for their name. They're of interest to us.
No way, I'm about why we are called Noel name. Who is Noel?
Tell Mama San says she obese, he talk about that Kenneth Amala. Mama San disrespecting.
Jesus have hey, this is the Empress. Me don't know them make mistake and let up. They make mistake and let up Empress in the box. Empress say, go and take your Ozempic. Go take your Ozempic right now. Go. Mr. Empress deal with her. I don't
Then put her back up there, no.
Then Derval,
then Miss Derval go up, they gonna drop our only frownsy doodle up drawers. Empress look here. Empress go up there. Empress get her point.
Yeah, not the night when Mama said a lot of us come back the next Tuesday. Guys, you guys are so embarrassed. You don't feel shame. And I
contact down to we Navi about him credit, but him a real journalist. You could have never be real journalist, Noel, and have Mama San and Derval for your platform. And
well, I cannot be bought, and you lunatics. When I say, who is you?
When we mean bought, Noel, in case when I minions there, quick make a clear it up for him, Navi. When we
attack, and them can't put my chest.
When we say being bought, Noelites, we don't mean money, We mean that the PNP them take you over to block for them. And that is why people like Omar Newell, people like Isat, people like Nikki should come in on your platform to give you credence because they want to make you think you're somebody. That's what we mean. We don't mean cash.
Munchie. And to be very honest with you, he's not being bought. He's a fish and the PNP is a fish tank, so I'm going to look at
yes, thank you, Travis.
Wow,
thank you. We don't mean they're not give you money, Noel. Come on. We mean you're a blogger. You're a blogger. We's a blogger, and we can't stop from calling.
You used to cry, not even hold no water to somebody
enough
like Kirk.
Did y'all see?
He come and talk about credible journalism.
Did y'all see?
He can't even walk in the Kirk while the art slippers.
Did y'all see? Derval
on the TikTok, right?
Yes.
But we not use the credible journalism.
Navy, me and Kirk write a friend on TikTok right here now.
Oh, all up, guys.
Hold on, Travis.
Joshua is here.
What Travis does? Hold on, what Travis does a little while.
Credible journalists have Derval down in a bed spread out on his platform.
Thank you. That's why not credibility. We not look on him. We have Joshua here, our beloved. Happy New Year, Joshua.
Happy New Year, Joshua.
Happy New Year,
Happy New Year to you and the wife and the children and everything. Joshua, before you come in,
and Happy New Year to the family who is my enemy.
Before you come in, Joshua, I'm going to give you the platform. I want to say something to enough is enough. Enough is enough. I see you on the PNP platform, but I know you will say a PNP. We are saying, you see, come and tell Noel if he want to prove that he's credible and he want to make sense and he want to expand in the Jamaica media fraternity. Take out dog bed and shit in a plate, off a platform and have two different opinions. That is how it grow in platform.
But enough is enough is a PNP. Enough is enough is a PNP. Yeah.
I know, but I'm saying enough is enough now, no clout, Philippian. If Noel want to get clout and want people to think him is somebody in the Jamaican media fraternity, have a group of labor rights, have a group of PNP. We come with the facts, them come with the facts, him sit on front of computer. Whatever we say, anybody can win award. Enough, I'll win award.
Winning body taker as well. Sorry.
Philippian, when they keep a dog show, don't a Dembe. When they keep the show, the animal show, don't a Dembe. Don't the best animal get one award?
Yes.
Anybody can get an award, Philippian. Anybody.
I've been getting awards all my life.
And him not know how to separate it, because guess what? Munchie, remember when Ishtonio used to come on your live at night time?
Yeah.
And say it take me how much months to figure out say Ishtonio was Ishmael over Andre live?
I knew it was because me used to follow me. And when he go live over Andre, it used to come up on my page.
Yeah, I never know that it's him. Then we not share
I
didn't know. But at least him used to come on and him come on and him a debate and him a try. And he usually do him best. He never usually go down to the gutter like how he even go down to the gutter over there. So I don't know how him a come about him a have platform. And okay, Mama San, okay, Derval. Mama son, go ahead. And she over there, oh, so cool, don't do so cool. And I gonna say you have run one decent platform. That the dog depend there be so.
Exactly, because nobody in Jamaica Labour Party
attack our hearing. I don't want it over here. We want to fight down people, and I cannot be bought. And me say,
and he not kick her off, and he not
address the fact. Him not like nobody challenge him. One time I challenge him in black man. He's never one in moderator. Him block me himself. And then one time I challenge him. For sure, you see, he's not no credible journalist. And then come and talk about the Jamaica media fraternity not asking.
Sea breeze a judgment here this morning. Me wake up to sea breeze. I say one do to Navi.
Yes, Joshua, your time.
Sea breeze to celebrity.
After Joshua, me tell you.
Sea breeze to celebrity. You know, what's him on live?
Wait, so now we'll turn him in a celebrity?
I guess so.
Well, run him away.
No, we'll not run with nobody.
Okay.
Yes, Joshua. Merry Christmas.
Missy then kick out Derval out of the box and then tell Empress because suck her mother big worry not. And me see, but it look like I want a moderator drop him out of the box and then bring him back.
Earlier when I was disappointed in Howard, you know, Howard for come talk about
the weather machine.
Turn on the weather machine without my permission. Without my permission? Turn on the weather machine without my permission.
Without your permission, not
I have the remote, you know. So all the override it out. Why may I tell you?
Oh my God.
Greetings, everyone. Greetings, Joshua.
Hello.
Greetings, Joshua.
Yeah, man.
Happy New Year.
Thank you very much. I want to greet the host, MunchieB, Madam Speaker, Petal. You know, these are the people I know the longest on the platform. And to the rest of you, not only greetings, but I do hope that your new year going forward will be productive, that you'll be prosperous, not just in terms of a cliche statement that people always use, but sincerely prosperous, that whatever you undertake according to God's will, it will indeed prosper and grow. And in all that we do, remember that there's a coming Lord, and we must be ready to meet him. Right? And I speak to myself on that matter also, that I need to remember to be ready to meet him. I want to greet those in the chat and those on the For You page. And if you're just passing by or remaining, greetings to you, whether you're PNP or JLP, greetings to every single person, barring none. I came hearing the conversation in relation to Mr. Phillips, Noel Phillips, and I will take a slightly different perspective from MunchieB. I believe with all my heart that he has been bought with cash, right? I can direct you to April 16, 2019, that Observer article that spoke of the PNP then YO president writing to the party's hierarchy, stating that they need to revamp their communications arm and that they need to have somebody who will be
arm enemy, the propaganda arm needs to be funded.
Right, their propaganda arm, and that it should be fully funded, right? And that they should have one person who is in charge of it. By the way, this is not new. Notice, to revamp something, it means that the thing existed before. This is actually something that existed from the 70s when D.K. Duncan was in charge of the Ministry of Mobilization. That was just a fancy word for what it was supposed to do, to mobilize.
Joshua, remember this question. User wants to know how did Manley get the rod? Because Manley did not meet Selassie. It was Bustamante. So when you finish with this, just explain how Manley got the rod, if you know that.
I really don't remember, and I don't want to speak on something that I
will
don't.
ask. They can ask Chuck. So ask the Chuck, because it was Bustamante who welcomed El Selassie. It was never.
It was indeed Bustamante who
Yes.
welcomed Haile Selassie.
Yes.
Right.
Sir Joshua, could you
Yes,
repeat
sir.
that date, sir?
It was
Date.
April.
The article.
It was 16th of April 2019.
16th of April.
Just put in militant PNPYO and it should pop up. Militant.
I know who.
PNPYO.
What's her name? Crystal Tomlinson.
Yeah, I'm familiar with her. Yes.
Yes.
We just didn't want to get the date because
Go ahead,
I was
finish,
addressing
Joshua.
some people. Yeah.
Right. So having stated that now, this was really something that was coming in from the 70s, wherein the PNP had a propaganda arm. And this is really something that they borrowed from Fidel Castro and USSR, the Russians at that time, who in turn borrowed it from Hitler in 1920 something, 28, I think. That was created by a man known as Joseph Goebbels. Goebble, I think it is the spelling. Joseph Goebbels, pronounced Joseph Goebbels, right? And they came up with what was then known as the 9 principles of propaganda, right? And part of the principle of propaganda is to buy out the media, believe it or not.
Joseph what?
Joseph Goebbels, Joseph Goebbels, but spelled Joseph.
G-O-B-E-L?
G-O-E.
Okay.
B-B-E-B-B-L-E. Joseph Goebbels. He came up with the 9 principles of propaganda. He was part of the Germany Socialist Party, right? That was led by Adolf Hitler at the time. Right, and he came up with the 9 principles of propaganda. Part of that principle is to either take over or buy out the media. And when you look at even now Mark Golding and the PNP operate, they are remaining true to the 9 principles of propaganda. Right? You have an unabridged version of it, and you have an edited version of it. Right? And they are very true to it. So back to 2019 now, that article. By the way, this was after they lost the 2016 general election. They did what we call a post-mortem to look into the reasons why they lost the election. And so they revisited their machinery and realized that the PNP had the JLP had out-communicated them. Right, so instead of coming up with a credible message to communicate to the masses and credible plans to move the country forward, they decided on resorting to their old way of the 70s, which is propaganda. Right, and in fact, it began before the 70s. It began in the 50s when they started saying that Buster couldn't read, and then they fast forwarded to the 60s when they say that it was Shira that locked up Rastafarians. I actually have a copy of that newspaper article that it was it was Norman Manley first that locked up Rastafarians. I have a copy of the newspaper in my other phone, the article. Right? So for those Rastafarians who are running behind PNP and saying it was JLP that locked up Rastafarians, check your history again before an attack. And I'm not talking about the oral history. I'm talking about the written, documented history that Gleaner Company is scrubbing from their archives in support of the party that they support. Right? So after that post-mortem, they came together and they said, we have to revamp our propaganda machinery. We have to place someone at the helm of it. We have to remove some people and bring in some new people. And we must communicate to all 63 constituencies and ensure that the grassroots get the message. Why did I take this route? And you were talking about Noel. Because part of that trust is to ensure that they have people on social media speaking their language. So a lot of persons who come out sometimes and tell you that I am not PNP, they are actually PNP. That's part of their strategy that they have utilized since the days of the Home Guard, because that's what the Home Guards used to do. They used to pretend as if they are not Home Guards, that they are not affiliated with the PNP in order to catch the laborites who were laborites. And if you were found to be a laborite, then it's one out of three things that used to happen to you. Right? First of all, there was an X put on your gate, which is not part of the three things. And after the X was put there to identify you as a laborite, is one out of three things that happened. You were either beaten, chased out of the community, or your life was taken. Sometimes you were both beaten and chased out of the community. And of course, if your life is taken, you can't be chased out again. Right? So that was what they did. And so they would come around and pretend like that they're not PNP. In fact, they have been employing this strategy from the 70s under Michael Manley. And even the PNP has never dropped that strategy. Sometimes when you see a man engage you, I can recall approximately 4 years ago.
You know want to come?
I can recall.
No, talk.
What am I going to eat when Uno gone?
Yeah, ask me at 22. We are going to eat when me gone.
Madam Speaker, your business that road.
Me want crowd for hear this, because this one crowd. You are 22 and you go ask me. Where you are going to eat
chicken.
Yes, so if you learn to cook, it will be very good for you.
No.
I can't think.
You want to go buy KFC?
One go eat up some of my food, Jada.
Right.
The food done. Meet up the last and the chicken last.
But the stove not done.
Right. What?
But the stove not done.
Me not about the stove.
Hey, me
have KFC withdraw.
You know what KFC you want?
All right.
Yes, guys. Sorry, Joshua. Go on, darling.
Yes. So, where was I? Where did I reach?
Yeah, tell me say Noel block your friend platform because you're gonna know it all yourself.
Oh my Lord, it doesn't.
Come in after asking a petal, me know him black, not him black Joshua.
You know, I
the X on the gate. You're talking about the X on the gate.
Right. So what they would do is put an X on the gate, and if you're a laborite, they would put an X on the gate and they would either beat you, run you out of the community, or take your life. Now, as I said before, that if they take your life, then they can't run you out of the community again because, obviously, for obvious reasons. So I can even tell you of a more recent case where PNP pretend like they're not PNP. About 4 years ago, I was in Jamaica, and where I live is a residential community, and so they would do morning walks, right? And so on the hill nearby, right? Because I lived in a fairly hilly terrain, or what they call terraneous area, right? And I remember this gentleman, he was walking several mornings, he walked with guys there. And I remember they stopped at my gate one morning. I thought it was fortuitous that happened. They stopped at my gate one morning and the guy was engaging the other guy. The guy looked like he's about 38. The other one looked like he was in his mid-20s. And he engaged the other guy and he was talking about socialism and capitalism. And then when he educated him on the differences between the two concepts and ideologies, he said that is why he doesn't like capitalism, because capitalism is this and that, and he prefers socialism, and he espoused the virtues, at least in his warped mind, of socialism. And then afterwards, he said that is why I couldn't support the JLP. You notice the strategy that he used? He never came directly.
Yes.
So he disarmed the young man first. right? And espouse the virtue of one over the other, and then tell you, and then went further to say he preferred this one over the next, and then showed, and then say that is why he could not support the JLP, right? And this is one of the strategies that PNP uses, and I would submit to you guys, and I've been saying this for years, we must learn from the successes and the failures of our opponents, right? We must ask ourselves what makes them successful, and don't be afraid to adopt it. And we must ask in what era they have failed in, and we must be careful not to make the same mistakes. Right?
Good. Well said, Joshi.
Yeah.
Well said, guys.
That is how you fight war, you know?
True.
Yeah.
How much hours it take from Mandeville to Discovery Bay? Anybody know? Where Chromas? Do you know Chromas?
Google it, you know.
All right. So
Mandeville from me know some me go that way there already.
You can do it in about an hour and a half if you drive through Trelawney.
So you can.
So you can go. All right. So we have time.
No, hold on. You can't go through Clarendon. Go through.
Me now go down this.
You have to go. You have to go around and come around if you do that.
No, I'm gonna go through Christiana, go up to the border and go down to South. And Joshua look like you know the road.
Yeah, man. I drove through there. There one time. But
you can't go through Brownstone. You know the Brownstone route?
No, I think if you do it down that side and the highway, me now go down that side. I think if I go up to Trelawney, as Joshua said, me reach faster.
Right. The top section closest to Mandeville.
Which way you drive? You don't go on Montego Bay?
No.
Side
I'm gonna go up to Trelawney and end up down at the end
when you leave Mandeville. When you leave Mandeville, you go through Trelawney?
Yes, go Christian and go.
Okay.
Silent Hill and go.
Okay.
And then go down to South. Yeah, and go down to South. And then go down to North and come out at the end of North. Or you either turn right if you go one way and left if you go the other way. That's where I go. Anyway, I think I have a little more time. I can leave you by 5. But yes, guys.
I'm sure you drive because you sound like a big driver too yet.
No, me only know the road, but anybody know me knows I'm a big driver.
Give yourself at least
4 minutes.
Alexander.
Your husband not drive?
Yeah, he might drive.
Oh, so you go like then your husband now will figure out the way himself.
No, but because me there waste up the time.
Give yourself about 2 hours.
And we change your mind the longer me take to get ready and say no. So me have to make sure me get a good route. So me can, somebody said no, go to Christiana Colleyville then. Yes, exactly. I am the one. That's the route.
Me never did there.
Alexandra to Brownstone, not Bryanstone. Brownstone.
Wait, Petal. No, I am the one said no. Go to Christiana, Colleyville, then Low River. I am the one is right. That's the route me I go take. That is the route. Go Petal, me have to go talk when I'm up and give me a call because I don't want to done up on the platform. But guys,
you not done me.
Before we close, we have to go back to the number one topic before we go to the next platform, Chromas. We're going to go on live next before the week done, Joshua. We have to if the PNP people them don't come out of the school, we not stop talk about it. They have to come out.
Munchie, Noel is a paid PNP operative. And this is where you and I differ. He's a paid, and that is why I was giving them the history, right, as to what is happening, because the PNP had a meeting, and several meetings for that matter, to revamp their propaganda machinery. And part of the strategy was to get bloggers, vloggers, the media houses involved. When they had that media party under Peter Phillips after they lost the election in 2016, it was to bring back the media houses under their control, right? You notice that the media was against them up until that point, right? And after they had the media party about 2017 thereabout, all of a sudden everybody silent.
Yeah.
Only now has a yearly media mingle.
Right. And so people like
so you think same thing get paid, Joshua?
Of course.